Just scroll to the bottom and get a ketchup.
There's a real good chance literally the first 2 words heard on the stream were "fuck that." It might even have been in the first 1 second. I'm not sure.
Possibly. What are we gonna do about that?
Maybe.
But, yeah. How was the trivia, man?
How was the what?
The trivia.
The trivia?
Oh my god. EFAP. Holy shit, you did it for like 7 hours and you forgot it.
That wasn't trivia. That was something else. That was it maybe does count as trivia, but like I don't think it counts as trivia when like half of it, because it's like you had to guess movie based on single frame and then movie based on blurred title slate, and it turns out that way too many movies just use white text on black background, and so when you pixelate it, it's all the fucking same. That's not trivia. That's just pot luck at that point.
Yeah, I was laughing at you guys just getting screwed over by the pixels. I'm like, how the fuck? And then Jay Longbone, like, and her fucking magic powers. I don't understand how
she's insanely good at it.
She is just you can't fake that, you know? I think every single person had a moment of just like pure brilliance.
Maybe. Not sure. I got Last Crusade right. I'm happy with that. But it was kind of trivia, I suppose. But nope, it was good fun. We got fucked over by Charlie Chaplin, so there's not very many days you get to say that anymore. But Charlie Chaplin ruined it for Team Grumbo, so here we are. And we are live. This is the full panel for today because Vex is doing something. She was at MegaCon, right?
Yes.
And Cynic is sticking his dick in an AR-17 or whatever it is that Americans do to fill their empty days. So this is it for now. And we have some stuff to talk about. Trailers have been released, and Bob Iger's gone again, and some other stuff has probably occurred, so I guess we should probably get on with it. First topic of the day, Spider-Man Brand New Day. It is the biggest movie launch trailer of all time, apparently. 718.6 million views.
That's a shocker, for sure. Considering where Marvel is right now, I didn't see this coming.
I sort of wonder whether we're in the position where like Spider-Man might even rival or do better than. And I just mean in terms of gross numbers, not net numbers. But like between this and Doomsday, is there even a chance that Spider-Man will beat it or at least come close to it?
I was about to say right before you said that, I think Spider-Man as a brand is probably stronger than the MCU. Like people seem to separate that, and they're interested in more Spider-Man stories of any form, whether it's Tom Holland or Miles Morales. But the MCU is just such a clusterfuck; people don't want to touch it. But I'm with you on this. I think this probably has more potential.
No, this definitely has more potential because I think Spider-Man has been consistently the only thing that's been making them money for a while. What was it? No Way Home made them $1 billion. Everything else was flopping at the time. The only movie that made money because it was backing off of No Way Home was Multiverse of Madness. That's the only justification why that movie made money. But I think that this one is going to make a ton of money in the first weekend. Then it's going to depend on word of mouth because we'll pull up the trailer, but we're just talking about the views. It even passed GTA 6 in terms of views. GTA 6 was 475 million. So
that's pretty crazy.
It flew past GTA 6 too.
Any theories on why? Like where the popularity's come from, other than what we in Platoon just discussed?
I don't know, man. It's Spider-Man. People
that might just be it. Yeah.
I think we're underestimating the power of Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man has literally been I think they do a poll every year to see the most popular superhero, and I think Spider-Man has been winning almost all the time. And I mean, not to mention the fact that Spider-Man is consistently in our worldview since 2002, since Tobey Maguire's movie. We haven't had something that isn't Spider-Man for longer than, I guess, 3 years. From TASM 2 to... from Spider-Man 3 to TASM 1. That's the longest amount of time where we've not had anything Spider-Man related.
You've also had 2 Spider-Man games for the PS5, so he's multi-platforms type of character. But has this got more views than Avatar 3? Because for some weird reason, that film makes like 2 billion. And this one will make less, despite Spider-Man being way more popular.
I wonder, though, the only nice thing about Avatar at the moment is that each movie has made a substantially lower number than the previous one did. So the first one is 2.9, I think it is, 2.8, 2.9 billion. second one, though it still makes a huge amount of money, it did almost make $1 billion less, I think. It's like closer to 2. And at the moment, I think I'm right in saying Avatar 3 is on 1.3 or 4. So it's still way too much, but like that's like it's dropping off by the expected total box office haul of a Spider-Man movie. So, you know, in the long run, maybe in another 2 Avatar movies' time, it'll finally get the failure it deserves. But until then, we're just going to have to suffer more of them.
And what other trilogy did the exact same thing? The Force Awakens made like 2.5 million or something like that. And then TLJ made 1.5. And then the last one just barely scratched $1 billion, right? Just slowly whittled away. And then look at Star Wars now, depending on fucking Grogu and Mando to do anything, you know? So you can see these taking the same thing. They're going
I can't remember what the trajectory for the Spider-Man movies, the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. Have they made? So there's Homecoming. What's the one that's after Homecoming that I always forget exists?
Far From Home.
Far From Home. Did that make more than Homecoming? And then No Way Home.
Question. Let me look all of this up.
No Way Home made 1.9 billion.
No Way Home made the most for sure, but Platoon's question is interesting. Be interesting
Homecoming
to see it consistently rising.
Homecoming is 880, so worldwide 880, and then let me look for Far From Home. Far From Home is 1.13.
Boom!
Really?
Yeah, it just rised. There you go. That's a healthy franchise.
No Way Home
right there.
made a lot of money. I know No Way Home made a lot. I can't remember the exact amount, but I think it was
1.9 billion.
Fuck me. So that's another thing going in this movie. Like this movie, I kind of expected to be a bit shit, to be honest. Completely different writing team, different director. But it's in a really healthy place because those 3 movies have evidently left their mark and people are more enthusiastic. It's not like Marvel generally, which has just had a record of failure after failure after failure. If you discount Spider-Man's connection to that universe, these movies have, in the audience's opinion anyway, got better and better and better. So this is just the 4th one in a popular franchise as opposed to the 4th one in a really unpopular one. So this will probably do really well. It's just whether it has legs, and that will be determined by, like, is it dog shit or not?
It'll also be kind of interesting to see if the momentum of the MCU was carrying, like, Far From Home. Because Black Panther was getting $1 billion and Captain Marvel $1 billion.
Definitely.
Ant-Man and the Wasp 2 in between Infinity War. That one
it's true.
made an amount of money. that movie made more money than any MC movie can make now, you know? So being in between Endgame and Infinity War was just the gold spot. Like, it's just, there's untouchable.
It shows the longevity of the character, and as Platoon says, like, is it like its own separate thing now where if the MCU, like Doomsday, doesn't make that much money, will they just kind of rely on what they used to do, which is a Batman movie or a Spider-Man trilogy or that type of thing going forward?
Possibly, yeah. They just fall back and rely on their biggest names, and that would be it. And they know that Spider-Man is the biggest name that's consistent. And then what else do they have? They'll definitely try and bring back Iron Man in some shape or form. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're acknowledging the mistake of the last couple phases. Like, I can't even name them at this point, but whatever you call the fucking America Chavez, Ironheart, stupid fucking Mary Sue idiot phase, pretty much the MCU saga, that's backfired tremendously, and they're just scrambling to figure out what to do next. So,
but the strange thing is, we're going from like woke shit to just shit. Because the films are all they're still broke now. Like Thunderbolts was kind of a bit of a mess. Like this trailer, when we see it, it looks like just way too much. You've got Scorpion, you've got Punisher, who's suddenly friends with Spider-Man off camera. Like you've got, and then like he's fighting the Hand from Daredevil.
Yeah, I think that's the main. Well, you know what? Let's watch the trailer first. Platoon, I'll let you do the pausing and playing because
Sure thing.
There you go. So I'll let you handle that.
Just
thank you so much.
Just quick recap. For the end of No Way Home, I'm just trying to see what continuity we should be looking out for. Because didn't he, like Doctor Strange, just vaporize everyone's memory or some shit? Like what's
so everybody knows that Spider-Man exists, but nobody knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man anymore. That was the state of affairs at the end, and then you get is one of the last scenes, isn't it, when he goes to meet MJ in the coffee place she's working at, and she has no idea who he is. So he's single because his girlfriend got amnesia along with everybody else.
The first time
people wish that.
The first time they did this, it was kind of ass because I hated Peter Quill having his relationship with Gamora just completely be deleted. They didn't really have a plan
Yeah.
for that, and I'm hoping this isn't going to be a repeat. So
Well, the problem with that, though, wasn't it that, because it's been ages since I've seen Guardians 3, but wasn't the problem with that when like you meet Gamora again, and it's a little bit like Loki's alternate version, seemingly having all the knowledge of his version that we actually know. She's not the same Gamora as the one who we met at the beginning.
Before she met Quill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like that fucking, didn't you see Loki where he watched a projector of
He
him?
watched he automatically developed exactly the same moral view, worldview, outlook, everything just becomes the same. But like, there's been a couple of instances like that where like they've tried to reset characters and they've like to their beginning instantiations, and then we are like, but they don't seem to know how to write those characters anymore.
That's why I brought it up.
So I mean, it will be easy for this movie to do, though, because MJ kind of isn't a character. So, you know, we've got that.
That might actually be the best point to go with. Because I like Gamora, and I'm like, that pissed me off. This one, I don't give a shit. So, like, that might actually make it a lot easier. So, yeah.
Honestly, yeah, man. Like, fuck MJ, seriously.
Yeah, it's like, oh my goodness, will they manage to get Zendaya's personality right? Oh, shit.
Yeah, we can reshuffle the deck, and maybe we'll get a better version. She'll like, actually emote this time.
Bring in Gwen Stacy, man. Just bring in Bryce Dallas again. Fuck it. Let's do it.
That is funny. Okay.
Oh, man.
Let's take a look. See.
I can't believe our first hit MIT. MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
Is that her?
She's still shit. She's still shit. Oh my god, that's
Go to the head.
I'm like, here's your chance, girl. Here. Oh no, it's the same crap. There we go.
You're the happiest you've ever been in your entire life. So, yep, that's pretty much the freeze frame right there.
She just moved the head forwards so the straight line looks like a smile from the angle.
Oh man.
She should be fucking happy though. Zendaya's in all of them. Like, she's gonna earn so much money this year. This movie, she's in Dune Part 3. She's in Shrek,
The Odyssey with them as well. Too.
and in the Odyssey as well. Like, she's gonna get so much money, and I don't really understand why. But you know,
She's the worst. Well, I think unlike Rachel Zegler, she knows how to keep her mouth shut. Because Rachel Zegler just wouldn't shut up. That was the problem.
Zendaya knows how to play the game. She's not a fucking moron with no skills whatsoever.
Yeah, she's been doing this. You know, she's a Disney kid, man. Like Disney kids were really like shoved into a box, and like, you know, it was kind of like fucking military
Gosling,
training.
Brittany, all of them are trained from the beginning, and the success rate for Disney kids is pretty amazing. Aguilera, Brittany, Gosling, Timberlake, Zendaya, and probably a whole bunch of others that I'm not even familiar with.
But it's quite dramatic because like either they are the most soulless, vapid personalities ever, which makes them really good actors, or they go flying off the deep end and end up in mental asylums and dying young of drug addictions and stuff. So it's like you can't really predict.
Yeah,
it's gonna.
What happens when you
stick
shot collars on kids? You shouldn't do it, but you know it does produce some interesting actors.
They stick worse things in them than shot collars.
I knew it!
I seen this still before. I know it's like you probably can you complain about it because his mask is meant to be skin tight. And he quite clearly has like
he's
got many inches.
That shot looked like CGI, which is bizarre to me to even do the CGI that shot. And then, like you said, the skin, it should be skin tight. There's no reason. We've never seen it just fucking waffling in the wind like that. So I wonder if there is a reason.
Well, I mean, in terms of like the wind resistance, I think that it's taking an example on TASM. But in terms of this shot specifically right here, it's kind of weird, man. Like, why is there so much distance? You can fit a 30-centimeter ruler between the eye.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, he's got like a bike helmet on.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's weird how it affects is you got someone in chat says it's a dumb shot, and then like 2 seconds later someone says I like that shot, and so it's like one of those ones that I think that you do sort of have to nitpick, and I think what they're doing is that callback to Tony Stark in Avengers, obviously when he flies up and sees the future, and then he's it's thematically non-parallel, right? So like he's looking up and seeing this vast, incomprehensibly terrifying future, and here we're seeing like no future, dead-eyed stare kind of thing. They have taken it, you can sort of believe it more in Iron Man 2 because it is a helmet, even though technically it requires more space than the helmet has. Whereas here, it's obviously a skin tight helmet. So like this shot, what they've done is taken a massive artistic liberty in order to make a point, I think, which is
exactly. I was gonna say I'm cool with that thematically. That I like when you do those type of setups, but it doesn't work here. They needed to actually earn this shot and have it in a way because the fact that we're all asking about it, I'm sure millions of other people are like, what the hell? We're not used to seeing that gap in his suit. So to just completely gloss over that just to make that point, it doesn't work. It's they should have found a way to do this in a way that makes sense based on his suit because he's not Iron Man. He's Spider-Man. It should be skin tight. It always has been. So this seems like a stretch for me. Like the fact that we notice it so easily is a problem. Like at the Shelby Oaks, the chick not taking off her blood, it doesn't break the movie. But it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I feel like every single person in the world, except for Chris, who watched that movie, basically said, "Why the fuck would you wash off her face? What are you doing, woman?" It's just one of those things, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I do like the wind resistance in the suit. I think it goes back to the TASM callbacks, of course, which I personally think are the best web swinging that we've ever gotten. I love Raimi's work, but you know the CGI is dated at this point. But that doesn't take away from the fact that Raimi's swinging was really good as well. But I like the fact that they're doing it because it does seem more realistic. Although, why does TASM, which came out in 2012, look better? Because the city that he's swinging through looks purely CGI. It even looks AI at times. So I don't know if it's a problem with the lighting. I don't know if it's the assets that aren't as detailed, but it does look off.
Well, it depends on the direction, because if they have a clear focus on what they want to do and like they get given the time to actually do it, CGI looks good. But this film, as we said before, there's tons of like reshoots and there's a lot of stuff going on. It wouldn't surprise me if this was like, thrown in at like the 11th hour.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, for TASM, they literally created a 3D model of Andrew Garfield with actual like muscle jiggle physics. That's how it was. That's how detailed. Like seriously, that's how detailed it was. It's insane. That's why it holds up so well.
Do you think they said "jiggle for me, Andrew"? And he had to go.
Probably.
Look, this discussion is just highlighting that they're expecting millions of people to just erase what they know about Spider-Man just for a cool shot. Doesn't work.
I mean, it's more like, as I think a comment said, like a rule of cool. They just think it looks good. Like it won't break anything, but it's something fans will nitpick. Going, actually.
I always just feel like put in the work to make it work. Put in the work to make it appeal to the people who think it looks cool and have it make sense for the people who know what they're looking at. That's what their job is to me. So that's why I feel it's hard to pick these things.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad.
So I'm going to be kind of interested to see how they deal with this memory wipe thing that's gone on, because it's like, okay, so the spell, I don't like that they had to make Doctor Strange retarded to make that movie work, but there's enough high points in that movie that I can kind of forgive it. And also then Multiverse of Madness makes him even more retarded, so it's not too much damage done. But it's quite easy, you would think, for him to sort of reestablish the memory in people, at least like replace it with something, because all he needs to do is take off the mask and say, hey, I'm Peter Parker and I'm Spider-Man. Like, he doesn't gain back the relationships that he had, but to the extent any of those relied on...
Yeah, he knows how they react.
Their memories, because MJ remembers being saved by Spider-Man. So as you said, like it would just be, oh, you've been this person the whole time.
Yeah, because like she has a bunch of memories of him before she knew his identity, and she was already kind of interested in who Spider-Man was before she knew it was Peter Parker. So like the same thing could easily be brought back again. I wonder what they'll do with that.
Well, I actually don't know the rule. Sorry, go on.
No, you go first. You go first.
Well, I don't know what the rules are, because people know Peter Parker. Is it that nobody knows who Peter Parker is anymore, or that he doesn't know he's Spider-Man?
They don't know he's Spider-Man, pretty much. It erases the history of him.
She did the maths class with him. She knew Peter from school, so they'd still be friends. Where he's so like, is it they know Peter Parker, or he just a complete? Because later on, I think they don't even know who he is.
Oh fuck, that is a good question. Did they completely erase their memory of him, or just that's actually a really, really good point. Yeah.
Because
I think
then,
they
like,
completely erase their memory of Peter Parker. Like, I don't think that he's there, which creates a shit ton of problems, of course. But from what they've presented, they've clearly just erased his memory. But I don't know. It's weird.
because
It's
that's a
kinda
big
fucked up.
distinction. Because if they still know Peter Parker and they still know Spider-Man, MJ and Ned, I think the Asian one, I can't remember his name.
Ned.
Ned, they still know they're still friends with Peter. Like
I
Ned's
don't
best
they're
friend.
still
think
friends.
They
if-
do. So from what I remember from the end of that movie, they don't even know who Peter Parker is as a like, so not only do they not know that he's Spider-Man, but they don't know who he is, because when he goes into that cafe, like, it's not like, oh, my old friend Peter Parker. No, they just don't remember anything about him at all.
This is
Yeah,
way
like,
more
erased-
challenging because if he still had the friendships, like if you remember how simple the reveal was with Ned, it was just like, oh my God, you're Spider-Man. Then a montage of him asking questions. He could just repeat that, a different version of that. But if he has no idea who Peter Parker is, they have a lot of room to do some interesting writing here. So,
But
we'll
then
see.
because the problem is everyone on the planet knows Spider-Man was Peter Parker because John Jones Jameson revealed it to everyone.
Yeah,
So
but
everyone on the planet should forget Peter Parker exists.
and then watch the footage again and immediately remember. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
how the fuck are they gonna juggle all this? Yeah, you're right. It's difficult.
If it erased all the videos of, like, John Jones Jameson's videos being erased, all the pictures of him in school were erased. He's basically a ghost. Like, how could he register to a school? His ID must, like, be erased.
Yeah, all the pictures of him and Ned, or any potential pictures with him and MJ, you should have all this evidence to prove that they had a relationship. Like, there's
You guys think it's like a Harry Potter Hermione situation, you know, when she just makes everyone, like, her parents forget about her, and so all she disappears in the pictures and all that shit. You know, that's
I mean,
I think
it
that's
is magic. They could do that. I mean, I'm not sure they'll even account for it, but if they did want to account for it, it's easy to do. It's a bullshit magic spell. Like, you can just say whatever you want, really, at that point. But it's whether or not they do account for it, which I think will be the test of, like, are they capable of writing the consequences of the thing they committed to or not?
I think the problem was that was a clean break, and we were supposed to move on to Gwen Stacy, but they've come back to it, and they haven't fully understood all the complications from
Yeah.
completely wiping Peter Parker from existence.
I mean,
Well,
they
look what they
might
did with
still
the
move on,
blip.
because Sadie Sink is cast in this movie, right, as someone. Isn't she going to be Gwen Stacy? I can't remember who she's supposed
No,
to be
apparently
playing.
Jean Grey.
Jean Grey, yeah.
Oh, Jean Grey. Fuck. Okay, maybe not then. It'll be a bit awkward. But
Well, she's a psychic, so she might be able to, like, use his memories to transfer them. You know, like a kind of like Spock or something.
oh yeah,
She might-
yeah.
She might use psychic powers to kind of reestablish relationships using his memories as, like, a
Can you-
foundation.
Can you hack magic with psychic abilities? We're reaching into uncharted
It's
territory.
I don't know.
It's just okay. Like, this is the MCU here, where they have like 3 different rules for fucking the multiverse, and they completely ignored the effects of the blip. So I just don't have faith they're gonna balance this right. And I'm a nitpick.
Does Strange, who casted the spell, know Peter Parker Spider-Man?
I don't think so.
Because if that was true, you can go to Wong. You go, listen, Wong, the magic spell. Maybe Wong can maybe do something about it.
I don't
I
think
assume
so.
not. Then
even-
I don't remember if he. I'm kind because it's been ages since I've seen No Way Home. I don't remember what happened. Did they have a conversation after the spell?
No,
I don't think
no,
they do.
he's holding back the barrier, and then he does it, and then it cuts to the cafe scene where they don't recognize Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Strange
So-
just kind of fucks off at the end.
Oh,
He's
he's
barely
screaming.
been seen since.
right
He's now
now.
in the multiverse somewhere with what's her name?
Charlize Theron.
America
That's
Chavez.
the one.
Oh, Charlize.
And-
Oh yeah, what that
and
is
the
the
third eye.
all the scenes that I expect to be completely ignored. That's like at the top of the list because everyone in that, like, it made no sense. He's screaming with the third eye, and then suddenly he's cool with it. I don't know if it's a year later, an hour later. There's just no way to anticipate his next move when it comes to Doctor Strange. What a waste.
Oh Christ, Ian, Dave's right. Yeah, but what is even happening
Wong.
with Wong these days? Christ, it's gonna be so much homework. Jesus Christ.
He's with Madeline. He's banging that chick, and she's.
Well,
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
he showed up in Shang-Chi, didn't he? I think Wong at some point. I don't
Watch
remember.
Shang-Chi. Anyone
Well,
here?
that was before
Oh, yeah,
she.
he was,
Oh, that
he
was
was
before
fighting
She-Hulk.
Abomination in Shang-Chi.
Yes.
Fought Abomination in the cage because he lets him out of prison just to fight him and then puts him back in prison.
Have
Yeah,
we
that's
really not
like
seen him
the-
since She-Hulk?
No, yeah, I don't think we have since She-Hulk.
No,
man.
where did he show up?
There's only TV shows. He breaks that woman out of, because he's with She-Hulk. He's got that young white girl with him.
Madeline.
And Yeah, and they're eating popcorn, and he's smashing that ass.
100%. That's just
Mhm.
he's just getting drunk with that chick. It's
W
pretty much
Wong, man, for
the end of
real.
Wong story.
He's cut. I'm Wong and Long.
Oh God. Like, is there any character that they haven't completely just ruined? It's just I don't even know. Like, even Nick Fury's assistant Maria, when they fucking killed her in the stupidest way imaginable back in Secret Invasion, that's when I knew we were truly in a golden age
Wait,
of like
Maria's
character
dead?
assassination. Yeah, Maria Hill got killed in the stupidest fucking way imaginable in Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion's one of the worst shows ever made that people didn't like, classify as one of the worst shows. Like,
Yeah, there's a Skrull war going on Earth right now.
Yeah.
Paranoid shapeshifters in the middle of society, and we're at war with them. And
Which Captain
nobody
Marvel
acts
then
like
made
it.
worse, because in the Marvels, which immediately follows it, she brings a whole bunch more scrolls back to Earth to take refuge. So it's like an intergalactic NGO. She's just ferrying people across the channel. It's horrible.
It's true. Does Ned still have the Doctor
Oh,
Strange?
for
ring?
fuck's sake!
Does he
Yeah,
have
that just
Doctor
complicates
Strange
things even
powers
more.
as well? It's
Oh, he
true,
must
yeah.
still do that, because that's in one of the movies. So they can't forget that. I wouldn't be surprised if they did try and make us everyone forget like what happens in She-Hulk, but I think they'll try and keep that in continuity for the movie. So he's technically semi-magic now.
Remember
Which
when they
means
said
he might
Doctor
learn to reverse the
Strange-
spell.
Nah, dude. This, yeah, I mean, maybe because they fucking sent Doctor Strange on the top of a mountain in the freezing cold so that he could open a portal, but Ned can do it in like his
Yep.
grandma's living room in
Because
5
he's
minutes.
Asian. That is literally it.
The magic, or Doctor Strange's magic overall, has just become a joke. They took it seriously in the first movie. They tried throughout the MCU, but then now Ned and like America Chavez just completely ruined the concept. I can't really take.
Well, it was Wanda, and she's in the Mirrorverse, and she's like coming out and killing everyone.
Yeah, Wanda. Yeah, you know what? Wanda fucked everything, because the whole point of the Mirrorverse was that you could get trapped, and then she just literally just squeezes her way out of it like a fucking monster, and they don't explain how. There's no explanation whatsoever. That movie is so fucked, man. Yeah.
But yeah,
What's
like
gonna happen?
the problem is how will they do Peter Parker, because he seems like nobody remembers him.
Well,
Like,
I think we
his
just
existence.
established like a list of like 10 things we should probably write down and keep track of to see if they keep the continuity for it, because I think they're gonna botch like at least 3/4 of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least.
And the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me. Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
I remember this because there was some behind the scenes stuff that released from this, because they talked about how this was going to be a grounded street level Spider-Man movie. And the first behind the scenes leak, I think it was, showed this giant APC storming down the streets of Glasgow. It's like, yep. Well, I mean, it's technically street level, but yeah, it's not quite what I had in mind.
So this is the Punisher, and this is the thing, like they have a relationship, so he drives into him full speed, which is, dick move. But the problem is, I think we were saying this before, they're going to try and copy the Daredevil relationship he has with him and transplant it onto Peter, and I just don't think it's going to work.
It'll be hard, yeah, because you won't get, I mean, if anything, you won't get the same amount of focus and runtime anyway, because most of the best episode of that, their relationship in Daredevil has most of the episode devoted to it. You don't have the time. And also, you're doing it from scratch in the case of these two characters, so you might get a truncated version of the rooftop scene if they wanted to go that way, but they can't do anything like the same amount of work in the same way.
Let me ask you something.
Let me tell you something.
He's got some of the most iconic mannerisms of like any actor right now. You just know it, when you see
What's
it.
the other one? The Walking Dead one. What is that? He started pointing at him. What is that?
I'm better for Laurie. I'm a better man than you, Rick. He's just everything every line he has is just fucking epic.
John Bernthal is so
He's
fucking
such
good.
a badass, man. But
Oh, he's good.
I feel like these two characters just should not work. Daredevil and Punisher were perfect for each other, and their scene on the rooftop is literally one of the best Marvel scenes ever created in any piece of media. It's for anyone who doesn't take the superhero genre seriously. That's a discussion that actually takes it as seriously as possible, exploring both of their philosophies and whatnot. They're not going to be able to do that with Spider-Man and Punisher. They're just too. It just doesn't work.
Now I've got more continuity questions as well, because in Daredevil Born Again, Well, obviously, we'll have season 2 of that before this movie comes out. But when we last left them, Kingpin was mayor of New York. He just created a new country out of a port that America forgot to incorporate as a state.
What?
And then Punisher went off to fight him and got beaten the shit out of, but then he escaped.
all the
But
police.
it's still under like the fascist mayor Kingpin. So either this is going to be in continuity, in which case the trailer proves that that's all going to end really, really well, or they're going to say, nah, that's its own thing. Even though we bought it into the MCU for no other reason than to make it part canon, we're not actually doing that because we can't.
How's his eye? Didn't he get shot in the eye by fucking Echo or
Oh,
something?
he's fucking died, and he got mind raped by Native American lesbians, and it's just what madness that show is.
Yeah, the question is,
Existed.
yeah, the question is, what version of him are we gonna get? Are we gonna get Cuckpin? Are we getting like one-eyed Kingpin? Are we getting the mind raped one? Or are they just gonna erase all that and bring him back?
I
as a
don't
Batman?
even. I mean, is he even in this movie? I don't think he is he? I don't think he's been cast, unless I
No,
misremembered.
I think we're talking about Daredevil season 2, whether or not
Oh.
they'll change it.
But no, he's still Cuckpin, and he will always be Cuckpin.
He's
Because
stuck.
they we were joking about it being Cuckpin before Daredevil Born Again come around and made him literally a cuck.
It's
So-
insane. It's insane what they did to that man. It's just they find a way to like just fundamentally destroy them. The character assassination of just like the most important trait. Like you compare that to him in season 1 of Daredevil, where just his name people would kill themselves over just for revealing it. He was this monster, and then he's a fucking cuck in Born Again. How do you do that? I don't know.
He takes a guy's head off with a car door.
Yes.
And the next, his wife is having sex with another man, and he's going to therapy and being lectured to.
And he's listening to her talk about the magical hands of the person she cucked him with. It's like, this is, you shouldn't do this with this character.
It's a crime.
Man, I'm glad I didn't watch Daredevil. Oh my
Oh,
god!
It sounds like an
You wish you
exaggeration, but
could.
we're just describing what happened to him. It's
Yep.
completely.
And season 2 is out this month, right? I think it
Oh,
starts this
God.
month.
It is.
Yeah, probably April. Yeah.
I think it might even be the end of March. I think it starts the end of March.
March 24th.
Yay!
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh, fuck me.
Oh god.
Well, that's me getting off Pokopia and back to work. Great. Never mind.
The hell, Frank? You just hit me with a van!
Quit your whimpering. Suit yourself. Mother.
Go home!
See, that's
So-
going to be another thing that they do is because Punisher is a really good character in a mature rated show, or at least like an R-rated show, because that is what he is, and he's able to fully unleash. And it gives you that like real serious stakes in every scene he's in, because you know he can be as violent as he wants or needs to be. Now here he is in a Spider-Man movie, which is going to be what, PG-13. So
Yeah. Yep.
what can they do without
There's-
making him a joke?
Give him
There's,
one
there's
F-bomb.
some characters they need to just keep on their own so they can have that mature rating. Blade, Punisher, there's a few that just aren't going to work being shoved in with someone like Spider-Man. I don't know what.
Yeah, like you also can't go as extreme as you need to with Punisher, and you can't have like when he's killing people, he's killing pedophiles, he's killing like really bad people, and you can't really do that in a PG-13 film. So you can't have that philosophical question about
exactly.
murder. He's murdering like a local guy who's just robbing a store.
The Punisher
Or-
that discussed. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Go on.
No, the Punisher that was discussing philosophy on the rooftop with Daredevil. That Punisher can't exist in this canon. That whole thought process that he has behind it, he just can't. They're gonna have to turn him into a soft, pussified Disney version, and it's just, I don't know. That's one character you shouldn't fuck with when it comes to that, because we all know what makes Punisher work.
This is
And
why
there's
you
also-
should abolish the Motion Picture Association of America. Like the age rating thing is kind of responsible for this artless nonsense. If you got rid of it, you could you could just be a massive surprise. You take your kid to see a Spider-Man movie expecting it to be safe, and then the Punisher comes and shoots someone in the head. And it's like they learn the truth about reality and they don't expect it. But art would unironically be improved because there's way more fun to be had by juxtaposing Peter Parker as we know him from these movies and Punisher as we know him from the TV show, because they are so polar opposites in terms of everything they say, think, do, believe. Whereas if you are going to make the Punisher tame and pussified, safety Punisher, as I think someone in chat called him, then that contrast between these two characters is almost gone. And so they're probably going to do some weird buddy cop type thing. And that even then relies on there being more contrast than I think this movie will allow there to be.
Well,
But
when you
he's-
hear like when you hear Daredevil starting off, like he's explained to Foggy, he tried to call the police. This guy was molesting his daughter and eventually took matters in his own hands. You can't really do that type of stuff in Spider-Man. And then there's another problem. Would Spider-Man hang around with Punisher? Daredevil sees the worst of humanity all the time, so he can kind of understand. He's tempted to go the same route as Punisher. Spider-Man doesn't really. I mean, was it No Way Home? He almost kills the Green Goblin, but that's like, that's a different type of thing. That's just someone killing Aunt May.
Daredevil has enough experience to understand Punisher's perspective, and I love how Punisher says, "You're one bad day away from being me." Like there's room there for them to discuss. He's like, "What the fuck's Peter gonna talk to him about?" It's just strange. And Platoon, the point you brought up earlier, you said it half jokingly, but I totally agree. There's a benefit to watching things way above your age as a kid, just to be exposed to certain things. Like my example is American Beauty, watching that at 8. I remember watching that and being like, "Wow, this is like revealing what adults are to me. Like they don't know everything. They're as flawed as we are." I couldn't believe I was watching this movie. I'm like, this is one of the most like honest movies I've ever watched. I'd never forgot like a single scene about it. And I remember being impressed with the fact that like all the themes and all the subtext, I understood it even at my age. And I was like, yeah, why can't I watch more of this? And we all probably have an example like that just, something that was above your age and it stuck with you.
Well, kids are always watching like adult stuff anyway. Like I was watching Indians get crushed by trains. Like that's fun. Like how can they still not understand the train is bigger than the tracks? Here's another thing. If you're Indian, you're 21 times more likely to be hit by a train.
Damn.
Yeah, it is true. Well,
Indians catching random strays at a conversation about Spider-Man. Who expected that?
We watch adult stuff. I'm just saying. I mean, they suck, but kids like are clearly like when we were little. Like The Lion King came out, that film didn't have like a lot of gore, but it had really heavy subjects, and he seemed to stay away from both now. Although gore seems to be a bit more acceptable. You've seen it on Family Guy and like American Dad more. Whereas even on The Simpsons, you see blood. You never saw blood in The Simpsons.
That's actually a good point. Mufasa's death was devastating as a kid. You couldn't believe that this fucking powerful being was going to be killed out like that. But it's just they're not willing to do anything edgy or actually like they don't want anyone upset. Yeah, everything just has to be safe, and they don't understand the benefit of having something like Mufasa's death. How many people that stuck with forever,
Why is it? You just reminded me. I didn't want to be reminded that the Mufasa movie came out, and now it's like, well, are we that sorry he's dead? Because it turned out he cucked Scar, so now he kind of deserves it. And it's like, God damn it!
Wow, fuck that movie.
Scar, who was the rightful king, by the way, Mufasa stole it.
Yep.
Why do they keep doing that with these fucking movies? They just screw everything up. Yeah.
That movie made a disgusting amount of money as well. God damn it.
They should have made $1. What a fucking leech.
And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart.
Yeah, so he's getting stuck.
What?
There we go.
The brown dude.
Yeah, by brown dude too.
Reaper. Fucking.
Oh, if I was Peter Parker, I would be writing racist fucking Reddits I'd be on Twitter going, do you know Indians are this and brown people are this?
This is the racist arc of Peter Parker. Here we go. I was muted eating, and then I almost choked and died because I'm like, no fucking way the most worthless character gets this type of payoff. He's fucking MJ. Oh man.
I'd walk up to him and go, do you know brown people have the smallest penis size of everyone?
Just the timing of that. You're the most random comment ever about Indian people, and then this just caught me off guard. Like, no fucking way.
Oh dear.
That's funny.
What is happening to me?
Oh God. So is this the other thing? He's getting natural organic web powers now. Is that roughly what people have taken from this trailer?
Yep.
Two things. Yeah, he's getting organic webs, but he's also is a Spider-Man 2 where Peter Parker forgets his powers.
Yeah,
like
they're trying to do both at the same time.
Yeah, so it looks like the stealing from Daredevil, the stealing from Spider-Man 2, and then like there's also Scorpion as well in the mix.
Yeah, it's weird because so right now it's gonna fall into the trap of Spider-Man 3 and TASM 2, and I guess in the MCU, at Quantumania did this as well. So they're trying to juggle too many plot points in a small movie. So right now they're trying to juggle Peter being forgotten, which we've already seen is a bit contrived. And they're trying to juggle him getting his new powers while losing his powers at the same time. Trying to get back with MJ, introducing, well, apparently Jean Grey, so introducing the X-Men and that concept as well, introducing the Punisher. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know
man,
what?
this
It's
whole
interesting.
shorts,
The
innit?
way you put it up, the way you describe it, it's not just balancing all these storylines, it's the type of storylines that they have to balance. Because Infinity War
Yeah.
had a crazy challenge as well, but they pulled it off. But doing this, like getting Doctor Strange and Iron Man to clash, I think that's a lot easier than getting Spider-Man and Punisher to work in terms of a dynamic that's meaningful and doesn't nerf one of the characters, you know? So I think they have a way harder challenge than even Infinity War does with all the things they're trying to juggle.
Well, because Infinity War actually set all of that up, whereas when it happened, it's more easier for them to do it. So right now, you're basically doing all of this from scratch, and you have to do all of it in one film. That's the worst part of it. So they
Isn't it?
they
Yeah, it's a really
set up
important point
everything
actually, because
there.
a lot of Infinity War is payoff as opposed to setup, naturally, because you've had so many phases leading up to it. Whereas, as you say, this movie has. It's got probably as much to set up. There are ways of doing that. I'm not sure how much time they will spend, for example, on Spider-Man and Punisher's relationship in terms of how we got there, as opposed to just landing you in the middle of it and having them act as though they've known each other for ages. That might even be the best way of going about it, because then, like, if the movie's really good, which it still could be, then you'll have a bunch of people wondering, you know, oh god, that would have been a really amazing story to see, which is a nice thing to have if the movie's overall quite good. And you can get away with a lot if you just have characters established and shown on screen for the first time together, but quite clearly addressing each other as though they've known each other for a long time. That would save yourself some leg room to use for some of the other things you've got to do in terms of setup. But I wonder whether they will do that.
I think we answered the question from the very beginning as to why this is so popular. Look at all the questions we have, from continuity to the potential they have for an actually good story.
Oh.
They are still dealing with characters that we like. Everyone likes Punisher. Everyone likes Spider-Man. It's just this. If this movie is great, like Infinity War, great. This is what the MCU needs right now. They need a genuinely good movie that people want to rewatch. When's the last time you wanted to rewatch an MCU movie rather than just for a review? You know.
Infinity War, I think.
What do you say?
I think Infinity War.
Yeah,
I would say that is the fucking Big Bang. It's just like everything pre and post Infinity War. It's just like, crazy.
And
man.
also, I even forgot to mention, we have Hulk in this, who's apparently going to Hulk out. So, like, the theory is that Hulk is, well, because we're going to get the Ragnarok version of Hulk, who was stowed away by Mark Ruffalo, basically, by Bruce Banner. So he's going to basically, well, this is just speculation, of course, but if he Hulks out, then Hulk will be one of the only people to actually remember who Peter Parker is. So then if they actually do that storyline as well, you have to start all of this shit too.
So Peter Parker won't do it, but because he's got the bracelet from She-Hulk, but when he still turns into Hulk, he's Soy Hulk. Even though because he's got that wrist thing to prevent him from transforming, but when he does transform, Hulk is still gone. So how do you think they're gonna? How do you think they're gonna get like? So you think, Jean Grey?
Yeah, that's the speculation. Jean Grey basically makes him Hulk out the same way Wanda did in Age of Ultron. You know, that type of thing. So this is all just speculation, though. It's not sure that he's going to Hulk out. Maybe it's just Mark Ruffalo making an appearance as Mark Ruffalo.
There's also a pattern with Hulk that I wouldn't be shocked if they actually continue. All of his character development happens off screen. Like, we never get to see it. We don't get to see the transition. We don't get to see the transition from Infinity War to Endgame. He's suddenly Smart Hulk. We don't get to see him invent the fucking bracelet. He's suddenly there with She-Hulk, and perfectly fine. Suddenly he has a son. We don't get to see any of the progress with that. Everything that could be interesting with him, they just do off screen. So they'll probably continue this here. So we have no idea what kind of version of him we're going to end up with. It's just, he's a coin flip every single time.
It looks like Hulk is replacing what's his name, the professor, the lizard guy. Looks like he's taking his place. You know, the one with the missing arm.
Doctor.
Doctor, that's it. Yeah. it looks like he's kind of taken his place. They're using a more familiar face, but he's going to fill the same role. Turns into a green giant monster.
So yeah,
Chad is right. We do not talk about Scar. Like the fact he has a son now, and that's just never come up again, and probably won't in this movie either.
Nope.
That what I am picking up from all of this conversation though is that like Jean Grey is kind of the wild card in this. Either she's going to be extremely important, pivotally important, and in a way that can explain all of these things we're talking about, or it will be a typical Marvel movie and she'll be there so people can say, "Oh my god, it's her," and she will do fuck all. So. I don't know.
It'll just introduce the X-Men. Yeah.
They haven't done anything interesting with Jean Grey since X2. So
yeah,
no.
I'll agree with you on that. Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
the idea behind the Dark Phoenix stuff is good. I like the idea behind it. The execution both times they've done it has been fucking horrible.
That's what I was referring to specifically. Like in terms of a scene that people were invested in. Her sacrificing herself at the end of X2 was badass.
Man, I feel so bad for Dark Phoenix. The actual the original plot for that one would have actually been good, yeah. But they fucked up with the rewrites and everything.
Isn't it quite long?
Dark Phoenix, there's a long list of things that they've just kind of butchered.
Yeah, like isn't the Dark Phoenix one supposed to be like multiple seasons? Isn't like quite a long story?
Yeah, it's a deep storyline, so you have to do it over the course of a while. Well, they were trying to do it. Fox was trying to do it, but then because of the Disney acquisition, they were just like, yeah, fuck it, let's get this shit out as fast as we can. It's the same thing with the New Mutants. That's what happened to that too. Like, let's get this shit out as fast as we can before Disney buys us up, and that was basically it. So they kind of fucked up. But there are a couple of videos on YouTube with proper details of what the original concept would have been with the original script. And honestly, if they had pulled it off, it would have been a different and better timeline, man. Jesus.
Just to chat, I feel like all of your criticisms for this trailer are strictly based on other movies and shows. What about the trailer itself? The trailer is a trailer for a movie. And we are talking about other movies, the storylines of which impact and intersect with probably, or whether we're even talking about whether or not they will, this movie. So we're talking about the story that they are probably going to have to try and tell versus the story they might try and tell and all of the many possibilities thereof. The trailer is not a thing of itself. It is only referring to something we're discussing. So
that's like saying, why do you care about continuity? Just watch the trailer. It's like, bro, this is a whole story we're trying to track here.
Remember The Last of Us Part 2 where fucking Joel showed up going, "You think I'm going to let you do this on your own?" And then, which was a lie because he got his head clubbed in fucking two hours earlier. Like, trailers lie to you.
Argyle, one of the biggest bait and switches I've ever seen. So
28 years later.
Oh,
also a massive bait and switch trailer.
Godzilla 2014. They advertised fucking Walter White yelling at Godzilla. Like neither of them are barely in the movie for that long.
Dude, they advertised Godzilla. Godzilla is barely in the fucking movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Walt dies within like the 15-20 minute mark, and they have some stupid moth most of the movie rather than Godzilla. So both, like, I feel like you got completely baited with that. So there's a reason to doubt these trailers.
There is.
Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
What did you say your name was? If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
So
this man is aging like piss, man. Holy shit.
He looks like a lesbian, dude.
He aged like 40 years since the last time I seen him. It's crazy.
He actually looks like a lesbian.
Has he had a stroke? Because he's like slurring his words. It's like weird.
He's probably just drunk because he used to do something to cope with the unbearable weight of his own existence as Mark Ruffalo. So I'm trying to remember back now when. So this movie is going to be the first time we see him back in his human form. We haven't seen this since She-Hulk, right? Because the bracelet maintains him as Hulk, right? I think.
Yeah, you can see it. If you go back a little bit, you'll see on his wrist.
Oh, so he's still wearing the bracelet thing. Oh, and they'll actually use that. That's good. I say it's good. It's from She-Hulk, but at least they haven't pretended it doesn't exist.
Like 1 point.
But it's like we're doing continuity people with She-Hulk. Sorry.
Well, yeah, they finally got around to doing the giant statue in the middle of the Indian Ocean about 5 years later. So, it's steadily, She-Hulk is becoming really, really important to Marvel canon. So
the continuing the worst movies though.
Have 3 life cycles. When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger.
That man has a really familiar voice. Where have I heard that voice before?
Keith David.
Oh, how do I?
You've heard him from Shelby Oaks, wasn't it?
He was in that, yeah. Of course he was.
That's probably the last thing people have seen him in, Shelby Oaks, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the Shelby Oaks star Keith David is voicing the Spider-Man trailer.
How do you go from The Thing to Shelby Oaks?
Great.
Man, that's a guy. I was saying, is this Jean Grey or is this some random woman?
So apparently it's her mind controlling people. So right now she's switching bodies. She goes from the old woman to this guy to the guy that's on the above. But all of this is speculation, of course.
Yeah, because it doesn't really look like. Sorry, it doesn't look like Sadie Sink from that shot.
No, that's not saying no.
Oh, the old lady? What are we talking about?
An old lady.
So there's more psychics. That's what I was thinking. Like, that's not she. Unless she's fucking lived rough the
No.
last few years.
Unless she's aging like Mark Ruffalo. Like, I don't think so.
That's why I went, why is it? And so, yeah, I was confused. I went, there's multiple psychics. Okay, I get it now.
No. So
I thought you said it's Madam Web. I did a Madam Web cameo. That's what this movie will pop
Oh,
up.
can
We'll
you
make $1 million.
imagine the cheers in the
billion.
audience as the camera slowly pans up and the smoke clears and there she is? I would
In a
love this movie
wheelchair.
if it did that.
I'm basically like
rolled through.
primed like to just explode the next time I see Madam Web in any fucking movie. I just can't wait. I need that cameo one more time.
I hope someone said to her, you got hit in the eyes with a flare. Why are you in the wheelchair?
Just rolling up in a chair. You hear the squeaking in the distance.
That's unironic. When did that come? Is that actually the most rewatchable superhero movie of the last 5 years?
It might be. I rewatched it and I laughed my ass off again. So I can't say that about anything else.
Oh God, yeah. Well, hopefully she'll come back one day in the future. But her web connects us all in spirit.
One we can't even see. Stay out of my way.
You're losing it, kid.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind of rebirth.
Huh?
What the?
There's
There's too many things going on.
Yeah,
that's a lot of shit.
The last 15 seconds, I'm like, what? There's like 7 different movies. Like, you got to slow down. I thought we were watching the trailer for this one. This is too much.
What I think is going to happen is the Hand are kidnapping people for their psychic powers. Scorpion's daughter or something like that will be a part of it. You'll think he's a villain, but he's actually a dad that wants to save his child. Fucking Sadie Sink will be someone who escaped or some shit. It's just gonna. I don't know what the fuck this scene is. Why would 5 ninjas jump at you at once?
But we're balancing a million plot lines that haven't been developed, and
The
like,
chat
we
did
talked
a
about
good
Infinity War,
point.
we had set up. Go ahead.
Yeah, like look, so this person on the bus, people are like, "Oh, it's Rogue." Well, if you look, I hope it's not. Thank
She looks
Jesus
old.
Christ.
She has a double
why is
chin.
Yeah, I can't
Rogue-
imagine that's going to be Rogue. Probably
watch.
not. Just
Yeah,
similar hair. Probably a coincidence.
That's it.
So you got the Scorpion coming back. So apparently this is Jean Grey. Apparently, that's what
This?
people are saying. Apparently they're
Isn't
saying this is Sadie Sink
With the
but we
broad
don't know.
shoulders, what the fuck?
I don't fucking know.
Remember Taskmaster? There was a guy in the suit.
It was actually a guy unless
Oh,
the helmet came
jeez.
off. It could just be a really baggy coat, though, right? It could just be that.
She has this tiny little head in the bag inside this hoodie. Like, I don't know. It seems weird.
That's
I just
Spider-Man
can't picture her
Tom.
behind that.
Then,
so she
yeah,
gets
you have
into-
a Scorpion back with an actual Scorpion suit this time, which is pretty cool.
Well, kind of.
I'm getting the okay. Remember 28 Days Later, how like how the or 28 Years Later, the trailer for that. Everyone came out of that thinking, "Man, I want to know about the cult and the mask and what," and it turned out being like nothing, like absolutely fucking nothing. It was even a part of the movie. I'm getting that type of vibe now, where all of these scenes we're seeing pretty much what we're seeing here is all they have. They're not going to be super developed because there's no room to develop all these things. How do you have the ninjas and the Punisher and the mind wipe situation and Scorpion all in the same plot that's going to gel?
I think what it is, they're taking kids and they're experimenting on people. Scorpion will have a family member that's taken, so that's what his involvement will be. And the Hand will be secretly behind her. Punisher's just there because of Sorry.
Who was the guy in that frame back there? The one who's throwing shit at him? Not sure if I recognize him.
I think these...
Yeah, that one. Who's that? Is that a person we know?
I think this is. He said that's cover from comics. That's all these like last shots are, like iconic covers.
Oh.
I think it's just going to be because they said apparently there's going to be like a compilation of him at the beginning just fighting his rogues gallery. So I think this may be from
that could be a thing, right? Because some movies do that where they will have like a flashback sequence that takes 15 seconds and those shots make it into the trailers. And especially if they're action heavy. Yeah, Fantastic Four did that.
Yeah. It was good. This was actually really done.
Yeah, because it was the best bit of that film.
Yes. I want to see that movie. I want to see that. I think you nailed it. This kind of looks like a montage of like different heroes. Yeah. Because there's no room for all those stories, for sure.
This will be the end, and no, because he's got his mask off and he's on his knees. His powers will stop working, and then through the power of Jean Grey's mind rape, he'll get them back.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like this is definitely some mind rape. You can see it.
Well, what the fuck is this ninja thing, man? Like, I don't know. A lot of people are speculating about this shot, in particular, because they got us with what was it, No Way Home, because the ninjas aren't all going towards him. They're saying that maybe someone is missing from the shot, apparently.
It's too Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon for me. I think if they're gonna do ninjas, they should have went with a better like aesthetic. I don't know. Them floating around just doesn't seem to work. I don't know.
But like, are they going to use like vibranium or some shit? Because you can't really cut. Is Peter bulletproof or is he like?
No,
he's not fucking bulletproof.
His spider sense is like his biggest thing. Without that, he would have died.
He's strong enough.
He's had suits that have been though, right? So I mean, maybe this one isn't, but I always thought the nanosuit one was.
Didn't he give that back?
Yeah, he did, but like I think the one was even the version before the full nanotech one also. They say I don't remember which version of the suit we're running with and like what its capabilities are. Like he himself isn't bulletproof, but whether or not his suit still has like exceptional durability, I don't know.
I always thought that's strange though. Like he's strong enough to like lift a bridge, but he can't take a bullet. It's like you know what I mean? His muscles are just a show. I've only got a good back and shoulders. The rest of me's flabby.
I don't know, man. I think it's weird.
It's fine. I just thought it was weird, but it's good. You know what? He'll get his powers back, remembering all the times him and MJ had fun, and her blank face. It's gonna be a collage of them.
Montage of the fucking her refusing to emote. Pretty much. That's what's gonna be.
Yeah, because there was them side by side. I think in one shot, which. I don't know how the fuck this is gonna work. Is he just gonna randomly save MJ? Because I just really don't want him to go back to MJ in this movie. Let's have a movie with just Spider-Man as Spider-Man alone.
You gotta have Zendaya. Yeah. What are you thinking? But come on, Zendaya. Everybody loves Zendaya. And they couldn't find him a box for this shot. Like what the fuck? Like this is yeah, seriously. Find him a box.
Give him high heels just so he's a height.
This giant with her shitty acting. I just don't know what they see in her, but
well, the problem is they see like, oh, she's got like millions of Instagram followers, so she has to ruin this and ruin Dune and ruin all these fucking movies. I don't know. Fucking, she's hard, man. She's just she's like the anus. She's just all she makes is shit.
Dude, it's not. It's just the fact that she's everywhere. If she got a couple roles every once in a while, like a normal actress, I wouldn't have any beef with her. But like, she doesn't have the talent to match the oversaturation. Like, she's in everything.
She has no talent. She's talentless. She ruins Dune, and she's ruining fucking all these Spider-Man movies.
Didn't she like do that movie where she gets gangbanged or something?
Oh, two tennis. It was like two tennis people are just fighting over it, and her dull face because she's just so fucking desirable.
Imagine pulling up to Tom Holland with the script, like they've been together for a while. She's like, "Babe, I'm gonna take this role. I get fucked by two dudes. Are you okay with that?" Yeah, sure. Why the fuck not? Jesus.
Can
Christ.
I film it? He's in a cook chair.
Oh no. It's Holland, man, not James Gunn. Come on now, don't get the two mixed up.
Oh man. Well, yeah. Wait, let me go back to where we were. So I guess we were about here. So
Yes. So we got the ninjas, and so the hands in the movie as well. So that's more homework. Yay. Well, mind you, they might not even do it because that was Netflix Daredevil, so it's not going to be part of the same continuity.
2, I think.
It was, I think, even though that probably did a better job of slotting itself into continuity than Born Again did, because that one just made references and then told its own story, so you could believe that everything was happening around it. And then Born Again comes along and say it just can't coexist at all.
And the hand also worked for like the Yakuza, so they were much more hidden. They were like, it was better than like Wakanda, which was like a fucking like, it's more believable. It's just like this ancient society that's been around since feudal Japan.
Well, they don't have vibranium that just breaks the entire plot, so it's easy to work.
They're just ninjas. They're just badass ninjas.
Yeah.
That's all they're supposed to be.
can they fucking fly like this? Like, I don't even know what they're.
This is why this shot doesn't work for me. Why? This is why I
man.
said this is some Crouch and Tiger shit. It just doesn't work unless there needs to be an explanation for these type of shots. Hopefully, because otherwise they could have went with different ideas or like designs for ninjas, and this just seems.
Watch Shang-Chi's Wakanda, because the Asians have their own one. What was it called?
The one in the middle of the fucking forest line. Oh yeah. I forgot.
Yeah, they'll drink dragon cum, and it'll give them powers. Like, and they'll have fucking Chinese Temu vibranium, which they'll be able to use. It'll just be the exact same.
That's pretty much you nailed it. That'll probably be.
You must drink a dragon cum. It'll give you power of dragon.
Drink the goo. Like it's just gonna be that shit again.
In Willow, they actually drunk monster jizz to get powers. That was an actual thing. The monster underground made goo, and he would go and drink his goo, and he was strong. No, and then Willow was pulled off of Disney Plus. What a shock!
Oh God!
Oh man!
Dragon cum and the Wakanda grape juice. This fucking MCU. Just how do you balance this shit? It's all bullshit.
Rebirth.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
What the hell? Like, that's the joke they're fucking landing with? Like, what the hell was that?
The echo on the killed me, bro.
It's like Cletus.
Shit, man. Like, that is just a fucking terrible joke to land on. Like, ew. That reminds me of like Han Solo. It's like, come on, you didn't need to do that. Go away.
Yeah, it's a bit on the nose. Yeah, like the whole thing was what we were promised in whatever the last movie was called, that this was going to be a clean break. He's going to go out on his own. He's going to meet Gwen Stacy. Like he was going from Spider-Boy to Spider-Man, and it looks like they're kind of retreading the same ground. And I don't know how they're going to like. How are you going to pay it off? Like, are they going to get back together? Because that would kind of undermine the last movie.
A lot of the hardcore Spider-Man fans' like assessment of Tom Holland's Spider-Man is that he's Spider-Boy, and the ending of No Way Home, for all that movie's faults, gave him a good platform to go on and actually be a man and like go to the version of Spider-Man that people want to see. And I feel like this is another add this to the list of like all the potential things this movie can do. So
yeah, like he's wearing the costume now. He's wearing the official Spider-Man costume, because you always had these kind of like weird knockoffs, but it looks just like Tobey Maguire's and Andrew Garfield's. But we'll see. I think it's gonna be a mess.
I'd really like it not to be, and it probably will be less messy than Doomsday, and it probably will be better than Fantastic Four or Thunderbolts or any of the recent ones, but it has the potential to go so wildly off the rails. And it could be another one of those examples where you are punished for doing all of your homework. That was the big thing with like virtually, because I remember doing all the research for Thunderbolts in particular, right? And then But also Captain America 4.
Wakanda.
Doing all of
Wakanda.
that work, and it's like, oh wait, you also need to watch Incredible Hulk, I guess. Fair enough. And then and it turns out it doesn't make any difference because these characters are just not the same people. There's no continuity to speak of.
You have to watch Incredible Hulk before you have to watch Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
You do,
Falcon and Soldier. You literally do. Their show is almost irrelevant compared to that movie. It's such a straight the only bigger and crazier jump is WandaVision to Multiverse of Madness, where they just skipped a whole like 2 seasons of television. It feels like, to explain how they jump from that Wanda to the crazy witch that they get there. It's nuts. So they've done it before. It just depends on how they're going to handle it now.
Well, they'll do 2 things. It'll be Rise of Skywalker, where you get a fucking headache trying to keep up with the story, or they'll neuter it so much where it's just so boring and flat. They'll take out anything that could be like a problematic. So hopefully we get a boring movie. But
it's got a boring name. Brand New Day.
Well, all of them have had boring names, to be honest with you.
I like Homecoming and No Way Home. I kind of like the home theme for the first 3. This one, like, you're pushing it. You're pushing it with this one. Brand New Day just seems a bit too lame.
Isn't Brand New Day like based on like a horrible comic series? Like the name actually comes from that.
Well, Born Again is with Daredevil. They just ripped off one of his iconic comics and just slapped it on their shitty show. So I wouldn't be surprised if they did that with this.
But I heard Brand New Day, but like Born Again is supposed to be good, whereas Brand New Day ahead was like dog shit.
See, this sounds so weird. I wouldn't even know if it's true. The One More Day doesn't even. Brand New Day following One More Day. Like if you told this to someone like me who doesn't really read comics, I'll be like, all right, is that real? I don't know. Am I being punked?
Is One More Day the one where they out of nowhere they just went, let's make MJ a clone and she's not really MJ, and it just undermined like years of like relationship building?
Jesus, man, I don't know, man. They put Peter Parker in these horrendous situations, which hey, I love him for, but it's just it feels like this movie is going to be too much unless they write it properly. Which, listen, they've proven that they can do, good writing when they need to, but I don't know. But I think
not
for a while. But I think that they're really going to reinforce this with Spider-Man because they know that this is their only cash cow.
Yeah, I would love to be wrong, and we have the best chance of being wrong with this one. This is their last hope. People really love this dude, so they got to nail this one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're probably throwing everything at Doomsday, like resources and all the top people at it, because that film's like a clusterfuck. So hopefully this film doesn't suffer because all the resources are going to that movie instead.
Well, that's kind of what happened with Infinity War and Endgame. The CGI in Black Panther suffered because all the resources were for those movies. Thanos looked great, but then the fucking rhinos in Black Panther and the fight with Black Panther and Killmonger is like a meme at this point. So
it looks horrendous. But well, I guess that brings us to Dune.
Oh, more Zendaya. Oh my god. No fucking way. I can't believe this.
She's putting the same face again.
Just shove something up her nose and give her some contacts. It's the same.
Come on, MJ. Show us how happy you are. And this is it.
Oh my god.
So I mean, I have not a lot to say about this, but I do have the trailer if you guys want me to pull it up. So, because I haven't seen the first Dune in full. I don't know jack shit about.
Fair enough. I mean, I guess the only thing to lead into the trailer with is probably, so this is jointly releasing. It's releasing alongside Doomsday. It has all the IMAX screens, so it's got that working in its favor. And a bit like the Spider-Man movies, I believe it's made more money. Like the second one made more than the first one. And there seems to be quite a lot of anticipation for the third one. Though I wonder how many people, even those who've seen the movies, can tell me very much about any of the characters in the movies. Because the thing with Dune, it looks incredible. They are beautiful looking movies, really well shot, brilliantly atmospheric. But there's no sort of there. The longer I go like thinking about them, and it's been a little while since I last worked on anything Dune related, but then I think I saw the trailer or discussed the trailer on George Giant's channel yesterday, and they were talking about all the stuff that was coming up and the characters that were there, and I was thinking, where were they in the last movie? Oh yeah, that's right, kind of nowhere. Most of the characters have been denuded of their actual characters. Most of their backstories are not present in the movies that you find in the books. So the movies are going to be strung along by being, they're really well made, very competently made. There's nothing massively broken about them. But I think that they're benefiting immensely from the fact that there just has not been an ostensibly serious science fiction thing for ages. And there's still a market for it, evidently. But I do wonder how much of this will kind of, like, how many people will still be talking about Dune beyond the way it looks in even like 5 years' time? Is it telling a story people resonate with, and does it give you characters that people find really memorable? And I kind of get the sense, no.
It's a spectacle. That's pretty much it. And there's a lot to appreciate. And I feel like they treat it like something it actually isn't. It's not, like you said, there's no real rewatch value to it other than the effects. And it's just, character is what really brings you back to films, man. That's what sustains you through slower seasons or slow burn situations. And it's just, I couldn't name 2 characters in this movie and describe their arc. Even though
all I know is the meme, Lisa Nalgai. That's literally the only thing I fucking know from this movie. I tried watching the first movie. I got about 45 minutes into it, and I was like, this is doing absolutely nothing for me. And plus, last time that I said this, I was on open bar. I was getting fucking flamed when I was like, dude, Dune is it's just not fucking interesting. Because listen, Denis Villeneuve, I love the guy, but ever since he's gone into sci-fi territory, I feel that his movies just are missing that pulp that he had back then with Sicario, with Prisoners, with Incendie, even with Enemy, even though I don't think Enemy is a really, really good movie in comparison to his other work. But I mean, like, I don't know. The only thing I only ever hear about Dune is it's visually stunning. Greg Fraser does some great work on the cinematography. It's just vibes and vibes, but I don't hear anyone talk about the actual character development.
No, exactly. Nothing. Like last week we talked about anime for like an hour. I think we talked about animation for like maybe less than a minute of that hour because there's so much more character to discuss, and that's what we watch stories for. You know, the visuals always come secondary.
I mean, the world building stuff can be really interesting too on like an intellectual level. I think there's enough that you see in the first 2 Dune movies to give the impression this is a big world that has been well thought out, but not much of, even then, not much of that really needs to make it onto the screen. You get the basic bare bones essential stuff of the rivalry between the Harkonnens and the Atreides, and then their relationship with the Emperor. But it's very surface level, I think, is my takeaway. The longer I think about them, the less there is to think about. It's all there. It is a really well-crafted universe, at least the first book, when you read them. But like the places are there and the people are there and the names are the same, but there's nothing, like, mostly because all the dialogue's been removed. So you lose a huge amount. And also, Villeneuve does not actually like the weirdness, I don't think, of science fiction. He's a very grounded, realistic type filmmaker. I don't know his backstory or his filmography that well, but like what I have seen of his stuff is like it's very rooted. It's not going to take any weird leaps. And I think there was a story which I've only heard again sort of secondhand via George, so I don't know the specifics. Apparently, he said he's changed the amount of time that is supposed to have elapsed between the end of Dune 2 and the beginning of 3. In the books, it's 12 years. And in the films, it's going to be 17 years. And apparently that was because he needed to have like a bigger gap so that Anya Taylor-Joy could convincingly play Alia is the sister, right? Yeah. So because he didn't think that he could have a younger version of that character be as scary as she needs to be, which I think if that is true and if that is really what he said, like that's kind of the problem with the way he approaches this story, that the whole thing with her character is that she's scary because she's a child with the ancestral memories going back thousands of generations. Like she's so mature and so adult, she can think and reason beyond anyone else like 3 times her age. And she's supposed to be really unsettling visually, and because the contrast with how she looks and how she acts. Whereas he seems to think that that would just be too weird and be incapable of making that scary enough for the audience or making her serious enough. So he's aged her up and he's inserted this longer gap to justify that. And the result's going to probably be much like the first 2 movies. Like, okay, it's there and it broadly tracks where the story's meant to go, but actually it is missing the essential quality that makes that story what it is. I don't think he really understands what makes Dune distinct from any other science fiction.
Yeah.
Plus, from the poster, she's screaming, and I've never seen a woman screaming, trying to act tough, be intimidating. It's always embarrassing when they do that war cry, like fucking them at Acolyte. She's going, "Fight me!" And it's like, shut up.
You know, you know what? One of the only ones that work is in The Descent, when she actually gets the fucking thing and screams to call up the fucking you know what scene I'm talking about. If you guys are familiar with The Descent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know which one you're talking about.
You've never seen The Descent horror?
I've never seen
I just
The
called you
Descent.
horror. I've literally just called you
Horror.
horror.
Yeah.
That's how great of a horror movie The Descent is. I'm shocked. That's like one of my favorite horror movies. Watch that shit.
I will watch it.
That movie is how you do females without making them fucking girl bosses. The dynamics are fantastic, and there is one like intimidating like war cry from a woman that actually works. So 100%. Look, wow, Reaper's lame. I'm shocked that you haven't seen The Descent. I really am.
Really? Yeah, I'm shocked too, man. It's Neil Marshall.
I'm not a fucking nerd. That's why.
No, come
Best horror
on.
movies
It's
of all
Neil
time,
Marshall, dude. You have to.
I will watch. I bet it's good. Yeah,
I
bet
love
it's
it.
It's supposed to be good, yeah.
It's
very well
Have
regarded.
you not seen it?
I have, but not for a long time, so I don't remember enough about it.
Well, okay, Drinker and EFAP got the director of The Descent on pretty much an EFAP and broke down the entire like behind the scenes and whatnot and discussed the entire movie. So that is there's so many little things that make that movie work. And after you watch it, you should check that out. They did a really good job.
You ever seen Dog Soldiers, Reaper?
I saw Dog Soldiers.
Oh, it's the same director. It's Neil Marshall, man.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think The Descent is way better than Dog Soldiers, but
I agree. I won't
Dog
disagree.
Soldiers is fun, but yeah, it's not like that same level of quality.
So just to hop on Villeneuve before we watch the trailer, Dune is basically one of the only things that he's written. So when it comes to Prisoners, Enemies, Sicario, even Arrival, and Blade Runner, he's not the writer on those. It's only Dune 1, 2, and 3, and then all the other stuff, it's shit that he made like back when he was a lot younger. So that you know, people haven't even heard about. So yeah, I guess maybe he should just stick to directing and not writing.
Maybe, yeah, because he doesn't like the things that make stories what they like. He doesn't like dialogue. Obviously, you don't need dialogue always to tell a story. You can do it with a huge amount of other things as well. But like because he's made Paul in particular relatively blank compared to like in the book, you get his perspective all the way through, obviously, but then you also get like the torment and the struggle he has. But because the film version doesn't have a lot of that, it does seem like a lot of people who like the movie have fundamentally missed the point of what is supposed to be happening. So the trailer, as we'll see in a minute, has this big old war chant, which I think Hans Zimmer got Chalamet to do. And I think I saw somewhere that's been appropriated by a bunch of people on like TikTok and all of those other hell sites as like this really inspirational thing. And lots of people do seem to have come away from the first two movies thinking, no, Paul Atreides, he's the hero of Dune, right? And it's like, no. Like it's the opposite of that's like the opposite. He is supposed to have struggled against this thing that he's gone to do all the way through the movie. And then, at least in the book, it's tragic when he finally gives into it because he's giving into something that he knows will cause this huge galactic conflagration. So if you come away from the two movies thinking, oh, he's a swell dude, he's a hero, and like the end of the movie is him basically saying, fine, genocide, I guess, then maybe the movie hasn't quite captured the essence of his character.
Well, he softened a lot of stuff. Like, they don't call it the jihad, they call it like a fucking crusade, don't they? Like, they've really sanded off the edges, and all he really does in the second movie is go, I don't want to. That's all he does for most of the movie. I don't want to go to jihad. Zendaya's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't do it. And it's so boring. Because the problem is they never show the Freemen always fighting the brutal Harkonnens. They never see them like fucking slitting throats or like when you see the Dothraki in Game of Thrones, you know they're savages.
Mm-hmm.
You know they're raping, and then like one guy throws another guy off a woman just to rape her.
Yeah,
like,
someone's getting raped, and someone goes and pushes him off the girl, and then now they're fighting over the fucking body as she climbs away. It's just like, it establishes them as barbarians from the very beginning.
And I think the problem is the racial consciousness. Like, we can't, like, again, no jihad, we call it a crusade. We can't have the clearly Muslim allegory be violent like psychos. They have to be like noble savages, and that's ruined so many fucking movies.
I mean, dude, they could go. I mean, speaking as a sand person myself, like, you know, I was born and raised. No, like seriously, like, I was born and raised in Ghana, but my mom is from Chad. Chad is the sand people, dude. Like, we have the fucking. You guys call them what? Mujahideen. That's what you guys call them. Most we call them Mujahideen.
Oh, no, Rambo did. Rambo state. Rambo.
Yeah, dude, we have like all that shit over there. Like, dude, I'm a sand person as you get. My fucking grandpa died decapitated because he was a military general and he died in a coup. Like, that's how fucking sand people we get. And like, I don't mind seeing that shit on screen. Like, if I don't fucking mind, then hey, just do it, man. Like, seriously, it's so weird. Like,
well, people didn't mind at the time. Frank Herbert, like, quite a lot of fans of his, he got quite well received by like at least some Muslim readers, because he sort of the Fremen are not pure brutality. They have this culture, they have a mysticism, they have a religion to them, and they're portrayed quite well rounded.
Yeah, sure, well said.
And did quite a good job of showing like an obviously Islamic inspired civilization that is not ultimately, of course, as seems to happen in the real world, they do go and commit massive intergalactic genocide. They're still quite a well-rounded culture as a group of people, and he used a lot of influences, like first-hand influences. He read the Quran and did a whole bunch of stuff to make them as believable as you could.
That's the key. He actually did his homework, and they don't do that nowadays. So if you display that you have an understanding for the culture, then people don't mind you adding it into your media or your story. But if you're just brain dead, you're doing it just for to appeal to people when you don't even really understand the meaning of it. It's just not going to work. And that's the problem nowadays. People don't do the research. They don't put in the work to actually understand and make it come across in their story properly.
And that might partly be a response to the audience, because like, for all I was complaining that the movie maybe not doing a good enough job at showing what Paul is really supposed to be about, there's also a chance that just the audience are fucking retarded. Like that's a non-trivial prospect. And if you assume that the audience is fucking retarded, then why do you even bother trying to play to the higher common denominator? But yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like you show a brutal people who live in a brutal environment. Like the reason why they have to make choices like kill people. Like what was it in the first movie? He kills that dude to join the clan. But it doesn't have a lot of impact. It's kind of just, oh, let's fight. Again, they take the bite out of the culture that makes them so extreme. You don't make them 2D characters, but you get the threat of the Dothraki. Plus, you also have people's reaction of the Dothraki. Remember Robert's talking about them?
A Targaryen at the head of a Dothraki army. It's just what then? It's just they built them up in a fantastic way. From Robert, even before that, Robert and Ned's first discussion, just establishing how much better they are on horseback than any riders in Westeros. Like, you can do so many different things to show a balanced take, rather than just making them all look like savages.
Yeah, so, it is. I think it just falls into the noble savage kind of trope, which is just the plus who are they killing? The whitest of people. I mean, they're so white, their skin is see-through. You can fucking see the heart pumping.
Well,
like that again, and the ultra evil. So like killing ultra evil Harkonnens is again, all you really have though is just him going, "I don't want to do it, Charnie." She's going, "Yeah, don't do it." He's going, "Okay, I'll do it." And that was Dune 2.
And her character's fucking ruined anyway. And because that's what the thing they did add to the Fremen, which from what I remember at least, isn't present in the books, is that she has there's the two factions. There's the traditionalists, and then there's the modernists who don't go in for all of their quasi-religious bullshit. And that's Chaney's younger faction, which is just they've attempted to make them more complex, and in doing so have made them way more boring and flat and uncomplex, which is a shame. Yeah. But it's partly removing the bite from them, obviously. The bite's removed from so much that you don't get anything in the movies, I don't think, about because Baron Harkonnen's basically a pedophile. That he wants to fuck Vader out there, and he wants to fuck Paul Atreides. He's a really creepy dude. But then you also don't get he almost has a Tywin Lannister style speech in the books about why he's doing what he's doing and what his vision for galactic politics really is, and how his house needs to be on top effectively to survive. And then in the movies, you kind of get, I want my sand planet. And it's like, yeah, it's not really the same, is it?
Musad planet. Yeah, they do talk about spice is the key to intergalactic travel, but they really, when he was attacking the spice fields, they really should have shown how it affects the Empire. Like,
well, it's hard to
people,
do because they basically the Spacing Guild is really important in the backdrop of the books. And again, it's been a while since I've seen the movies. I don't think they're in the movies at all, which is structurally it does a huge amount of damage because Frank Herbert wanted to show essentially the essential instability of having all of these people with all of their very, very complex, meticulous plans. But just by virtue of the number of them, the galaxy cannot possibly remain ordered. And he chooses the numbers specifically, and he chooses the reason that the Spacing Guild's fund like economic and the Bene Gesserit fundamentally like the religious mind control shit. But like, if you don't have the Spacing Guild, then the whole point about the essential instability of a complex system sort of gets removed. So you understand then that they're fighting about the spice because the spice is very important abstractly, but you don't really get the same sense for why that is the case structurally. I don't think I'm going to rewatch all of these because I need to finish my fucking videos, but these are all sort of distant memories of the thing. But the Spacing Guild being absent will do a lot of damage, and then it's hard to see even how this movie adapts the second book anyway, because so much has been changed. Not and least that, but then Chani staying on Arrakis and being her own strong, independent woman. Like, how the fuck do you do? She's not supposed to be there.
Like, it also, she's kind of like, I don't know, she's not quite like Lady Macbeth evil, but she's also, in the books, doesn't she believe that he is like the chosen one? She's kind of like another force that kind of pushes them in that direction to cause the crusade. Or because in the second film, it was strange. Like, she wants to have sex with him, but she also doesn't like the fact that he's going to be Hitler. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, the relationship kind of felt weird. Like, I like him, but I hate him.
Yeah, and then they're supposed to find a balance because at the end of the first book, then you have the big duel between Paul and Favor Arthur, and then actually it's Alia, the kid who kills Baron Harkonnen, but that obviously has been changed. So you get that big fight, and then you have this sort of moment where Chani has her doubts about it, but then she has a chat with what the fuck's his mum's name? Sarah. What the fuck is
Rebecca Ferguson?
Rebecca Ferguson's character, whose name I've also forgotten. But they basically have a chat and they've been sort of hostile toward each other because obviously like women hate each other. But they have a chat at the end and they sort of come together and his mum like delivers a line which is way too subtle apparently for the movie to take on, which is that like women do kind of they aren't given thrones and they aren't given positions of power. But ultimately, they are the ones whose power really matters, and being a wife is the most important thing you can be. And it's sort of that makes Chani sort of come back around and play her part then in what Paul's going to go on to do, without expecting personal accolades. She now understands her place in the grander scheme of things, and that is kind of female empowerment to my mind, because it's also a reflection of reality. And then the movie comes around and says, no, she needs to go into the desert on her own. And it's like, but that's not like, what are you trying? This movie's idea of a strong, independent woman is so much more less complex and interesting than a fucking 1970s books idea of strong, independent women.
Well, we've seen that how many times? Like, I'll mention it again and again. The Mulan one was like one of the biggest like 180s in terms of understanding a character. So there's probably a whole pattern of those by now. They just seem to take this concept and not understand what true feminism is, or proper equality, something that appeals to everyone.
Well, they come to a conclusion and then try and change the story to fit that conclusion. But again, you're taking a very complicated piece of work and then smashing it with a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess we've probably watched the trailer, having talked about everything that's in it. There must be something new to say. Let's have a look. This will be 70% of the movie's runtime, by the way. It will be long, slow pan shots, and it'll be really beautifully atmospheric, and nothing ultimately will be happening.
It'll look like the best.
It's Hans Zimmer again, yeah. Oh. So lots of vroom vroom noises, and it'll be cool.
Oh God! Yep, this is it.
Oh, we name her.
Get off the screen.
That actually looks fun.
Her name should be Ganima. She'll need to be strong, like her mother. What if it's a boy?
I would name him Little.
So to make him old, they kind of just shave his head, basically.
It looks like that's what they're going to do because some of this is going to be flashbacks, and some of it will be present day. And I think it might even be that the first trailer shot you see of Paul, as you will actually see him in the movie, might even be one of the later ones in the trailer, with the shorter hair. This is already. There's another thing because I think I mentioned this on Georgia's stream yesterday as well. Like, it's another thing that they omitted from the movie. That so they talk in this scene in the trailer, so obviously naming their kids. What if it's a daughter? What if it's a son? And Shaney's about to say, well, if it's a son, we'll call him Leto. In the first book, he already has a son called Leto, and the reason he finally gives into his doom destiny is that the Harkonnens kill him. And that's the thing that sort of sends Paul over the edge, and so he stops resisting the violence that's sort of inevitably going to follow. That doesn't come into the movie at all at any point. So it's another thing that they've just... It's quite a small thing, but it's quite an important thing to understand why he makes that turn, which is now gone. But it means now when they say, like, oh, what if we have a son? It's like, you technically, you've already got one, and he died.
That doesn't seem small. That seems massive. Like, I really don't know anything about this dude other than people compare his story to people like Anakin and Eren Yeager. And I think both of those characters are extremely interesting. But I didn't get that from the two movies with this guy. Like, what you're describing to me could have been way more interesting, and I would have been on board with following all the details of his arc. Had that been the beginning of it. But to skip something like that,
way more tragic. So they have a kid on Arrakis, and Paul is off fighting the Harkonnens, and then they learn about an attack on their siege way back over where he sent them all to be safe, and he learns while he's not even there that his son has been killed, and this is the thing that sort of sends him into the rage that ultimately sets up the next movie or next book even. All gone. So it's one of the things that makes him way less memorable. For all I think the performance is okay, and like the bare bones of the character are still there. His motive is just like it's kind of absent, really.
Yeah, it's more like he just, I guess I'll just do it. It feels more like he just, you know what, Chani, if you stop shouting down my ear for one day, I'll do the jihad, all right? It feels more like
fine.
If you take them, take the bins out. Fine, I'll take the fucking bins out. Whereas, that sounds way better. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just saying you can't skip something like that when it comes to someone's motive. Like, that's huge. That seems like a colossal fuck up of his character. I'm sure book fans probably hate that then.
I mean, that sounds so much better. It's like he knowingly does it because he's angry, and you'd believe you would kill all these people in response to that. But no, it's just kind of, I guess I'll just fight the Emperor, I guess.
Well, because it's expressed in so many other ways as well. So, like, that's sort of the trigger for the big final fight scene, and then Gurney Halleck, who is played by Thanos, I think, in these movies, he has a massive personal grudge, vengeance motive against Raban, who's played by what's his name, the wrestler guy,
Batista.
Batista, that's the one. And the grudge there is that I think it's his sister, it's either his wife or his sister, is in the backstory is killed by the Harkonnens, and so like he's grown up with this, like he kind of respects them, but he also hates them, like viciously hates them, and he has this very personal motive to get back against Raban. And then when he goes to do it, this is all distant memory because I've not read it for so long, but like he goes to do it and Paul stops him because at this point Paul has kind of become the jihad, so everyone under him is kind of subordinated to his will at this point, and he even denies his closest ally his one true want, the thing he really wants to do. And kills him himself. I don't think I'm making that up. So like that's all present in the book, but in the movie that's all gone too. So like he's there, and you understand like, okay, there's a guy called Gurney Halleck, he's weapons master, and he's an ally of Paul. And then in the big fight at the end, it's just, well, I guess Paul kills Batista, and that's kind of it. But there's nothing underneath it. So it's just like, well, he killed him because he's evil, as opposed to he killed him and this means something for multiple characters at the same time.
Did anyone watch Dune Prophecy?
I did.
Did you watch it? Oh shit, was it?
I can't remember anything about that. Like, I remember the book that I read 4 years ago, but that show.
Oh, the show. They make, I think, the hero Atreides, who fights against the machine, is some old black woman, and like they make a Rasputin character who, like, there's somehow living thinking machines everywhere in the fucking Empire, and the guy from fucking Ragnar from Vikings, he gets eaten by a worm, and there's an AI inside it that somehow turns him into like a half AI hybrid. I don't know how that works, but it must have eaten a machine, and then spat him out again. And it's the worst film ever. They also make the Harkness the real heroes of the Great Revolt, and the Atreides are evil usurpers. Because they do that with everything. Everything has to be ruined.
That's got a season 2 coming out, I think, doesn't it? Dune Prophecy.
God,
oh wow!
I wrote the review and never got around to doing it. I was
I was thinking about doing it and incorporating it into this massive Dune video I still need to release at some point. But then I watched it and it's like, this is not enough going on. It's so dull. I mean, there's loads of problems, but it's also no one cares.
Yeah.
Really
100%.
slow. And they did what I think it's borrowing from Brian Herbert stuff anyway, and the son did not do as good a job as the father. But it's also like they did what you inevitably expect them to do. Is like you can't give Hollywood types like a powerful secret cabal of magic women without someone in Hollywood saying, "Oh my God, this is the best thing ever. They're amazing. Benny Gesserit origin story. Let's go." And it's like, no, you've misunderstood what they are and what they're about. You're going to make them awesome, and they're not awesome. They kind of suck, and they should suck in this next movie, but they probably won't because, you know, strong women, etc.
Oh, they're horrible. They've like explained the mystery, and the mystery's stupid.
Yeah.
And like they have no, like the whole point is we work together and they're constantly fighting each other. And it's like, how does this organization, how are you trusted by everyone and you're wrong about everything? It's like, let's have a special needs. Sorry, go on.
Well, they've got this multi-century, multi-millennia like ultimate plan, which kind of requires them all to be roughly, at least, on the same page. It's really meticulous. It's the whole sort of, you know, we have to engineer the golden path. We have to engineer the Quizlet Saddleback. And it's remarkable when Paul's mother goes against their instructions to give birth to him. And that's portrayed as a massive breach with everything that they've ever been about. But then you have a show where they're like, no, they do this kind of shit all the time. So the dramatic stuff that is Paul Atreides' birth, the actual main character of the franchise, is kind of lessened by that.
Well, they're trying to be Game of Thrones, so she's like, "Oh, kill her!" And he run up and slits her throat. And I'm like, how do you people function when you're murdering each other in your own fucking cloister? This is stupid. You should trust me, General. I'm a fucking idiot. That's the Benny Gesserit summed up in that fucking show.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to this fucking.
So he would have the wisdom of his grandfather.
Now, I might be misremembering. I don't think, in the movie at least, that Leto is particularly smart or wise. Like,
no, he's an idiot.
He's clearly good coded, and the movie does. Like the movie doesn't do a bad job of getting like the basic idea of the characters across. He's got a bit of worldly wisdom to him, but the extent of his wisdom is, well, on a planet with water, we fought with water, and on a planet with sand, we fight with sand. And it's like, okay, that's one of those lines that probably sounds more profound than it really is. It is a lift from the book, but then in the book it's substantiated because there's so many proper Game of Thrones style conversations that happen between him and various other stakeholders on the planet, none of whom are in the movie. So like the movie wants you to understand that he's smart and wise, and I guess we have to go along with it, but it's still really, really shallow. It's annoying. Yeah. And I'm having all these complaints. I still think these are pretty okay movies. I don't even hate them, but it's just they could have been so good. And they're kind of not.
With the source material, it's like, is it okay because it comes from like it's got so much to work with? Or like if this was like a shitter book, it would be even worse because you're getting fragments from a really great source.
Yeah, and then the story spine in the book is all in the movie, and that's what. And then the story spine for the first Dune book is really strong. So like just by tracking that, it does it's a good movie and a good enough movie. But
I feel like a lot of people fill in the gaps with these movies with their knowledge of the books. Like they treat them like there's something that they aren't. And well, the rest of us who don't have any book knowledge are just kind of getting it's empty calories and good visuals. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of stuck in the middle.
And yes, chat, you are right. Technically, it is Game of Thrones that has Dune conversations, given the way it was ordered. And George, I think I made a video about this. I'm sure. It's George R. R. Martin very clearly like is doing Dune in fantasy. Like that's he actually was at it was one of the sci-fi awards, the Saturn Award or the Nebula Award, and he was doing some like admin work there. I think the year where Frank Herbert won the award for Dune, and they may have met, but I haven't found direct evidence of that yet. But like, yeah, Game of Thrones is Dune. Dune is not Game of Thrones, but just for pop culture relevancy's sake, Game of Thrones style conversations is how I'm putting it.
feeds on itself.
It looks cool.
It does, right? It looks
cool. It looks really cool, man.
That's it. That's all I got. Like, it looks kind of pretty. I don't fuck going on.
Yeah, it looks good, man. It looks like I'm gonna have a good time. And
that delivery was just perfect.
I mean, that's everyone's review ever.
What else can I say?
Like this flying triangle looks good.
I like the triangle.
I like the way that the bullets whiz. That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
This is what they brought us to this movie. Oh man. Well, yeah, again, after the Spider-Man trailer, where the very first shot, we're like, what the fuck? Why is he like completely doesn't fit his suit whatsoever, and it's flopping in the wind? At least this is visually aesthetic. Or just,
Decepticon. That's exactly what I'm gonna fucking do. I'm waiting for this to hit digital, smoke on my sofa, chill, and then boom. That's it.
I think I would wait for the trilogy to come out, talk to someone who's very familiar with the books to piece together some concepts in my head, and then go into it like a little bit more interested because of that. Because the movies themselves don't get me interested enough.
Mm-hmm.
Is Dune and Avatar starting like the whole looking good but fucking shallow storytelling type of movies?
I think that there's way more implied depth in Dune. Again, because it's mapping the basic story structure, whereas Avatar doesn't really have a story structure, so there's no implied depth to Avatar.
But I mean, people going there just to go, "Ooh, that looks cool." I mean,
in terms of the audience's perception of the movies does seem largely to be purely aesthetic. It's like, oh, it looks beautiful, it looks amazing. And like, there probably is something to be said for like how oversaturated the Marvel style visuals have become. That any movie that looks different automatically does quite well. The Avatar is, you can scratch beneath the surface, there's fuck all there, and you can scratch beneath the surface of these movies and discover actually that the books exist. So you can go and read them instead.
It's more just like, I hope Hollywood don't just go, we just need better looking movies with shit scripts.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if that's going to be the thing with Project Hail Mary, because I've not seen that yet, but I understand that they did they even use, most of that's, loads of it's practical at least, right? They didn't over rely on green screens for effects and things, I think I read.
Apparently it's not green screen, but a lot of it is VFX and normal compositing. So
yeah. But
no green screen. So everything you see is mostly on screen, recorded in camera. So that's why it's getting.
And I kind of wonder, like, how much. I can't comment on the quality of the story because I've not seen it yet. But I wonder how much of the initial, because it beat out so many like box office predictions on opening weekends, and it's like that's not word of mouth. That is just people liked what they saw from trailers and marketing materials. And I do now wonder, like how Ryan Gosling too. Yeah, obviously a big draw. I can never really understand why, but I guess he is.
What's like?
Loads of that must probably be the audience looking at the screen thinking, "This looks cool and different, so I'm going to check it out."
A rock alien, cool, like that's all big, yeah. But like even then, no, he's like fucking. Remember that Tom Hanks joke on The Simpsons, where the government has lost all credibility, so it's borrowing some of mine. That's what Ryan Gosling is. He's coming in to save Star Wars. He was the highlight of Barbie. He literally is just the bankable fucking actor you need.
He's just, I don't know. He's likable, man. He's had a lot of longevity throughout the years. Like, if you guys remember way back, you remember Breaker High?
Breaker High.
Wow, that's definitely before your time, Catman. But he it was like a teen drama that he was on in the 90s, and he had Young Hercules directly after that. He had 2 shows on YTV back to back. He had that it factor even from when he was a kid, and he's kept it all the way till now. So I don't think he's the most talented in the world, but he's got a likability to him that he knows how to fucking monetize. We'll give him
go ahead, Reaper. Go ahead.
But he also knows how to pick the roles, because how many of his roles are borderline autists? Like in Drive, in fucking in Blade Runner 2019, whatever that one is. I play a quiet guy with autism for most of my movies.
That's how The Nice Guys was a standout, because he actually had to try and do.
That was a good movie.
Have you
heard him talk about Nice Guys? He keeps getting angry because Angry Birds came out the same week and took all the money.
And like he's also a likable dude in the interviews, man. I recently saw he interviewed a guy, and the guy that was supposed to interview him, like his his bus broke down, so he was interviewing him from like the middle of the fucking desert, and so it was just Gosling being like, "Yo, are you okay? Do they have water?" Like, the dude is actually like he's a charming guy when even off screen. That's why I think it sells him.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned his first role, Breaker High, was like the comic relief in that show. He showed that side of him way back then. So he's got range. He's just kind of found his niche now.
Like, I don't know his opinions. Like, he hasn't told me to go fuck myself for like thinking something.
Yeah,
so, like
exactly.
That helps. It's like Keanu Reeves. Like, Keanu Reeves is like, he's not a good actor, but he's such a nice guy. I don't care. He can't deliver lines properly.
It's
He's
so
the
true.
male Gal Gadot. That's what
It's so true. I remember thinking in the Matrix, like, this guy he's the most wooden motherfucker I've ever seen, but he learned the martial arts for the movie, so I like him. Like, things like that will play a bigger factor for me.
To call him Gal Gadot because he's 60 and he is physically like adept. He just can't act.
Yeah.
Gal Gadot can't even do that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's not the most talented actor, but he puts in as much work in other aspects of acting in terms of learning like the gunplay, learning the martial arts from Taekwondo to Jiu-Jitsu. He puts in that work, and it's part of the reason the John Wick films are so fantastic. Like as someone like myself who's familiar with martial arts and like I'm always nitpicky about like the details, John Wick does a good job. The grappling on the ground is actually like believable for the most part. Yes.
Oh, the more I fight, the more our enemies fight back.
She's got the roundest head in the world. You can just see her as a silhouette.
She could do a great Humpty Dumpty cosplay, man.
It's just she's pushing it. Like, how round can your face be while still being remotely cute? You know what I mean?
She's a falling ball.
Yeah, it's incredible.
They're probably going to make her like amazingly awesome in this film as well, kind of like what they did with Cheney. Whereas, like, it's been ages, it's been even longer since I read Dune Messiah, but like she's pretty retarded in that book, deliberately retarded. But like, I don't know if I have the confidence in them to write a non-strong female character. I still think that we're going to get like more Princess Irulan. She's going to be better than she is in the source material.
Undermine Paul. Yeah,
yes.
Paul's rule is going to be he didn't pay attention to his wife.
Well, that's it's sort of the basic setup for Dune Messiah is that. So Cheney is his concubine and the one he really loves, and she's technically his wife for political reasons. She's scheming behind the scenes to try and overthrow him, but she's just not a very good schemer, and so it all falls apart around her. But that relies on her being outplayed as opposed to being the one who outplays people. And so, like, will they be able to write her as stupid as she really needs to be if she's going to be the book accurate version of the character? Probably not.
In part two, she was like quite aware politically. Like, she's talking to the Bene Gesserits. She seems too savvy. Like, you know, she doesn't seem like a princess that's been kept in a tower and like blockaded from like, you know, all the realities of ruling. She did seem to be switched on because she was prepared to marry that fucking psycho Harkonnen guy.
Yep. She was. That was an option.
That shows maturity. That shows like she knows what to do. So, like, as you said, will she be outplayed if she's already politically savvy?
Hopefully. But then how does Denis Villeneuve actually do political stuff without allowing characters to speak?
I don't know. Maybe he's like, I don't know. Like maybe do what's that boxing film where she breaks her neck? She does something like that and she's retarded. She slips on a banana and down some stairs.
And she becomes a vegetable. That's an option. They could take it. They won't, but it would be nice if they did.
Yeah.
I'm doing the best I can to protect my family.
I heard that chant is do LSD.
Drugs. Why is there like samurai and like shogun?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. They got like Raiden hats, man.
Yeah.
Because at least the Sardokan look quite cool, and the way they glided in quietly. These are just straight rip-offs of fucking samurai.
Yeah.
There's probably going to be a bit more of that. I mean, there's got to be some fight scenes in the movie, and I liked the way they did it well enough in the first two. The designs are cool, and obviously they have to use the swords because they can't use guns. But yeah, I don't have too many fears about the action in this movie, to be fair. I think they did that pretty well.
This will be like a montage, like this is him spreading across the galaxy.
Yeah, probably all flashbacks and stuff like that, but we'll get to see some of it. I do hope it's not all just standing on a completely flat field like this, but we might get some more interesting stuff.
Well, we saw that tower.
Much. It's like half the first two movies.
We saw that D-Day tower before, as Uninspired said, look cool.
Yeah, it does look cool.
I mean,
it all looks cool.
Yeah.
How did Father do it?
Your father never started a war.
LSD.
I can't unhear it now.
Oh my god, that's what it is. That's because that's what it is, Platoon. It's 100%. I don't need any subs.
It's how Frank Herbert wrote the books. To be fair, like that guy was high as fuck all the time. That's why the book 4, 5, and 6 go mad with giant worm creatures. But
there's no way they heard that song and didn't notice that right away. They put that in purposely. There's just no way. It says do LSD over and over again.
They're gonna play that at so many raves, going do LSD.
Yeah, that's the theme for LSD now, for sure.
Yeah.
It's in the theme song.
And there's the alien creature.
Look at those eyes.
Yes, I've ruined it for everyone. Damn it.
I keep hearing it.
I'll tell you guys. If it's on my next rave, dude, I'll tell you guys. I'll record it.
Just stomping around. Oh man.
Cursed.
Yeah, this chick's eyes are a spectacle, man.
It's fucking
weird because
fetal alcohol syndrome, dude. This probably that.
Who do you think's better looking, her or Rachel Zegler?
Rachel Zegler's got a weird face from angles. It's strange. Anya Taylor-Joy, some angles she looks human, and then she looks alien. Like when you rotate her head, it's so strange. It's like a paint. It's like a Picasso painting.
It's a long neck too, man.
Yeah,
she's
the
lanky.
In the eyes.
That's the thing. Yeah, she's lanky too.
How tall is she?
This is a tough one. I'm not even sure. They both are just they're both kind of hot and kind of weird looking at the same time. It's this weird acquired taste that you have to have.
But Zegler's got a fucking annoying personality. Which
I'm excluded. That's not even worth bringing up. If we're talking about personality, he's like, this bitch would have to be
if she's not allowed to open her mouth, basically.
Yeah. Well, I don't want her to enjoy it. So unless she's angry, basically it has to be a rape.
Yeah, it might be Rachel Zegler. Silence Rachel Zegler.
I would grab Rachel Zegler's back hairs and ride her like a pony.
Yeah, well, yeah, fuck her in every way. No, she's just extremely annoying. That back photo was quite unsettling in a weird way. I don't think I'd noticed it before, and then I just saw it filling up my Twitter feed, and it's like, what the fuck is this? Oh no, she actually is kind of part monkey creature. What's going on?
Furry.
Oh yeah.
Furry.
Weird. Oh, he said it. He said LSD. Yeah. He literally said LSD right there.
Holy shit. People are going to fall into relapse listening to this fucking church. Like, you know what? You know fucking what? I'm going to do some LSD. I'm out of here. You know what?
Just in bed in withdrawal, and you just hear this in your head all the time going, do LSD.
Oh,
the last one really sounded like do LSD, man. He screamed it too.
And it's supposed to be this really epic war chant, and now it's just, yeah.
Let's get high, everyone.
That's a meme. That's a drug meme.
Is that Robert Pattinson?
Robert Pattinson's in it, yeah. He's playing.
Yeah, what's Batman doing here?
He's going to do, I mean, he does a good job in most of the stuff he's in. He's playing, I think they're called face dancers. They have this ability, but they're kind of shapeshifters. They can take on the faces of anybody they like, which Herbert had not thought about, I don't think, until he wrote this book, because They would have made things way too complicated if they'd been introduced in the first book.
Yeah,
and then
you'd have to like you'd have to like. There's only a few of them left, and they're chained up like fucking in some basement somewhere for the Emperor to use. Like maybe.
Yeah.
Is there like a full plan of them? Are they like widespread, or is there like 2 of them?
There's quite a lot of them, but I don't think you don't ever go to a planet full of them, but they pop up quite often. I think there's a couple involved in the conspiracy against Paul. Scytale, I think, is the character's name that Robert Pattinson's playing. So there's not a huge number, but there's enough to make it where like this is potentially going to break everything.
Yeah, they can work together. Like, why wouldn't there be a face changer conspiracy?
Yeah. There's a few little concepts and ideas that start coming into this book that do a little bit of damage because they're not properly accounted for. But it's as long as the story doesn't ask too many questions or invite too many questions, and you can get away with it, I suppose. And then you have Paul. Is that Paul Bettany as well? He's in the movie. I can't remember who he's playing, but he's also in the film. So good cast.
That is one thing I can really compliment with these films. It's cool to see all these actors, like seeing Javier Bardem and Josh Brolin get back together after No Country for Old Men. Like just seeing them on screen together is pretty cool. They don't do shit. They do nothing, but I just look at them and be like, you know what? I like you guys. I'm happy you're getting paid. That's pretty much
almost like glorified cameos. It's like, well, this is the movie to get in that everyone's taken part of, but yeah, they don't get to stretch their acting abilities.
Perfect description. Glorified cameos. The entire time I'm like, why are you here? I like you, but do something with these characters. It just seems strange to have them sitting there.
Well, it works. I mean, I think they get away with having so little dialogue and so little to say, and actually ultimately so little underneath the surface, precisely because the performances are all so strong. Like the casting is on point all the way through. I can't think of a single, with the exception of Zendaya, inevitably, I can't think of a bad one.
But I suppose that's it. Like, you go, oh, there's Robert. I don't need to know the characters' names or who they are. That's Robert Pattinson. That's fucking Jason Momoa. It helps you remember who's who.
Yeah,
it does help.
Momoa is back in this movie as because they call them Golas, I think. They're sort of revived, even though he dies in the first one. He's returned. So I don't know how they're going to explain that without dialogue. Maybe they won't even try, and it'll be another example of implied depth. But at least he gets to bring his unique.
It'd be like somehow fucking Jason Momoa returns. Dark magic, Sith things.
He died? I don't even remember the other movies, man.
Yeah, he died. He dies in the first part 1.
Like, what? I really don't remember. There was worms, sand, and like, I can't do it.
I'm not afraid to die.
It's so funny. That's
but
a cool
I must
shot.
not die. Yet.
So that's the happiest she's ever been in her life, right there.
Just comparing that shot with Charlemagne and like, he's just such a better actor. He just one shot of him emoting, it carries so much more for a character I don't give a shit about. And her, you look like a child with a thing up your nose, like every single time. It's just a snorkel. Just none of this works.
Is he gonna like fight Chani?
I hope not.
Because that like sounds like they've gone fucking out the ballpark when adapting.
Yeah, I don't remember that happening at all. Maybe she's fighting somebody else, but they're gonna have to change so much to account for why she's still fucking around on Arrakis. So they could do anything at that point.
And she's a large part of the trailer, so it seems like she's gonna be like a fucking secondary main character.
Oh, she's really important, yeah, in the story. It's just that in the story she's in a different place entirely and is a different character entirely. So fuck knows what they're gonna do with her, but at least she's in it. She gets paid. Make this face again.
Can we add it to the fucking many faces of Zendaya?
Yeah, half of this podcast has been us analyzing her face just back to back. Because I was legit jump scared when you pulled up the Dune thing. I'm like, oh yeah, she's fucking in this one too. It's incredible, man. Like it's just so much work for someone who's just not that talented.
The year of Zendaya.
You know what's like that Sixth Sense movie, and I go, I see Zendaya everywhere.
Pretty much just fucking trapped.
She's fucking everywhere.
Fucking Christ.
Is that it?
Oh, the guy's name is Isaac the Bankhole? What the fuck?
Really?
Did you see Isaac the Bankhole?
Is that a new thing where they keep taking like rappers and putting them in stuff? Like they did that with Star Trek Academy with that black girl. Isn't she like some rapper?
Is she?
Fat black one. I'm sure. Oh, she had grills in her teeth, but then that could just be, you know, an average black person.
Well, they did that in She-Hulk with Megan Thee Stallion. That's the one that
I remember the to do Academy.
Didn't they do it with the Odyssey? Isn't there someone, a musician,
Oh,
a
yeah,
legend
Travis.
musician in the Odyssey?
Fuck, they got Travis Scott in that. I forgot. Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man. I remember when rappers used to be good actors, man. Most Def, Talib Kweli,
Tupac,
Yeah.
Mos Def, Ice Cube. I even though he only had one, I rank Eminem up there for 8 Mile. He did a great
The
job.
RZA too, man.
Busta Rhymes and Shaft, he did a really good job.
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce sucked. What do you say?
But that started all underground. Like there were actual talented people that got famous. Now you're manufactured.
Yeah.
You're an Instagram
yeah.
fucking
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like you see the rappers now, they used to like talk about like shooting each other, and now all they talk about is doing drugs and baby mamas.
It's rap is in a terrible, terrible state.
Like they just don't have that authentic gangster shit that he had back in the day because they were like Tupac got fucking murdered.
Did anyone watch the 50s documentary on Diddy? The Diddy doc?
Nah, I haven't watched it, man.
It's fucking phenomenal, and the way he goes into the details about Tupac and Biggie, he pretty much proves that Diddy was a part of that shit. And it's like, even if you're not into the rap world or whatnot, you'll know enough about it if you just know a little bit about pop culture in the 90s to be interested, because you'll be like, oh wait, I know that person. Oh wait, I know this, and it'll piece it all together in your head. Like, a must watch. Watch that and watch The Descent Reaper. 100%.
Yeah,
Diddy did it. Diddy's a fucking monster. He's a piece of shit. He's so it's so fucking good. I binge watched all of it on like in one sitting. It was so good.
What was that fact? He had like 1,000 bottles of baby lotion.
This is building up to that.
Baby oil, man.
All the baby oil and shit now, like this is interesting. But if you go back, the 50s documentary shows the evidence that shows the trail of the pattern of behavior that led all the way to that. It's so fascinating. 100% watch for anybody.
I'll check it out, man. Because I've just been putting it off this entire time.
Excellent.
But yeah, 50 Cent, rapper, actor. There you go.
Documentary maker,
Yes,
vitamin water
yeah.
seller. Yeah, he's a fucking hustler.
Yeah,
man. Gotta give him that.
Yeah, that's some vitamin water. Then he slips.
Well, that was the Dune 3 trailer.
That was the end of the trailer. Yes, we have done the trailer. So I'm going to see it. Still sort of looking forward to it. Prepared to be kind of mildly accepting of it, I suppose. Kind of like the first two. Beautiful looking. Brilliant effects. Story spine hopefully still there and strong enough to make it enjoyable. Probably won't reward a huge amount by way of thought.
Question for you, Platoon, because you're going into all 3 movies with the lore in your head, and that supports it. And yes, everything leads to Game of Thrones chat. I'm going to bring it up. I've watched all 3 series now: Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, and A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, with basically like almost no information going into it, and it makes me. They work on their own. Like Dunk and Egg in particular, you really can just go into that with no information. Do you think you'd feel the same way without the books?
I think, well, yeah, I mean, I definitely feel the same way about the way it looks, the way it's made, all the real competent stuff that goes into it, like the cinematography, all the technical aspects of it. And I'd probably find the basic idea of the story compelling enough, whilst still thinking it's extremely basic once you get beneath it. I wouldn't have the additional annoyance of knowing all the stuff they cut out. I don't imagine my opinion on it would change without that. But then, I assume like most people on the panel haven't read the book and have seen the movie, so like you'd be better placed to let me know than I would. But I guess that's
next one. Well, we'll power through. We only have this, and then after that, let's just like one more thing to cover. So
sure thing.
This will be quick.
This should be quick because he's already done this once before. So yes, Bob Iger is gone again. Kathleen Kennedy's gone, and it's the sort of the rule of 2 with the Sith. There can only be 2, and so if one of them goes, the other one has to as well. So The second time he's quit. Obviously, the first time he handpicked Bob Chapek as his anointed successor. And then there was that story about how Bob Iger like refused to move out of his office. And so he still lived in the Magic Kingdom on top of the castle and had his own
under his desk.
No. He lived in the office because it has like a private bathroom and bedroom and shower. It's like he just didn't leave, and he was trying to puppeteer Chapek from behind the scenes like the Emperor.
What the fuck?
There's a huge expose. I can't remember if it's the Hollywood Reporter or someone like it might be Vanity Fair, but there was it's a really interesting article, or like the insiders basically like Iger technically retired, but he didn't, and so Chapek was kind of fucked.
He just put on a hoodie and like lock the door. Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Chapek would just go in and the seat would ominously turn around and there would be Iger like the Emperor.
It's like when he got reinstated, he basically turned the close sign on his door to open. That's all he did.
Well, fuck off, Bob Iger, I guess. We don't know. Well, the person who's replacing him is probably going to do as much shit as well. But I just chose this frame specifically because of what Variety says. And they're like, oh, reinstated a more creative-driven management structure. Settled a high-profile dispute with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis over Walt Disney's governing district.
The first line, sorry. Yeah. The man's legacy is literally a lack of creativity. What the fuck are you guys talking about? All we did was buy other fucking properties that were fucking useful and made money off of them. What did they create under his fucking banner? Like they just under his leadership. It's the opposite of that.
And there's the new guy's called Josh D'Amaro, and he looks like a fucking psycho. He's got like wide eyes and everything.
I think so he was responsible, I think his prior job was responsible for all the park stuff, and I believe he's the guy who greenlit and drove through the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel. Massive success that was for $6,000 a night. You too could go and live in a cupboard. And it did not do well, and it closed and cost them loads of money. And I'm sure he was the one in charge of that. So Disney's in safe hands going forward.
Yep. And then what did they say? They say delivered a 19% adjusted EPS compound annual growth rate over the past 3 years, which they've been fucking losing money like there's no tomorrow. So I don't know what the fuck that means. And then scored 5 $1 billion plus box office hits in the past 2 years. Inside Out 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Moana 2, Zootopia 2, and Avatar Fire and Ash. Now,
sequel,
flop, man. List the amount of flops that were, like it's crazy.
And list the $1 billion films that were actually original or he had any creative input in. Like this is crazy.
Well, the other way to look at it is, how many of, because he's responsible for the purchase of a large number of the studios. How many of those studios with these world-renowned IPs are responsible for the profit that Disney may or may not have made at the movies? Because Star Wars is fucked. Marvel, with the exception of Deadpool and Wolverine, and it is an exception, is fucked. So that's the Marvel acquisition not going particularly well now. Star Wars acquisition has never gone well. The Fox acquisition, okay, I guess, for Deadpool and Wolverine, but that's kind of the only one they've done with the properties they bought from that.
It was $70 billion. Like that ain't coming close to paying for itself.
No.
Exactly.
So like all the stuff is like original. Like Lilo and Stitch was already a Disney IP. Moana was already a Disney IP.
Yep.
So all their purchases have not made them money. It's the original shit. The sequels to the original shit.
Yep. So Bob Iger, rest in piss, I guess. Well, he's not dead, but rest in piss anyways, dude.
Which is an appropriate segue.
Yep. Jimmy, just pull it up. Boom. These guys should not rest in piss. All right.
Oh man.
These guys should resurrect like Jesus after 3 days, man. But Chuck Norris is probably fighting his way back right as we speak. So
no, they've just the memes, even from his death. The man's creating memes after he passed. Like Chuck Norris didn't die; he just took over Death's job, like shit like that. It's just like that is a legacy. Where Bob's legacy is a disgrace. This man was a martial artist, an iconic actor. He did it all. So like a Walker Texas Ranger was like a beloved show back in the day.
Yeah. Symbolican's probably quite a nice human being, which I think endears him to even more people. I know Variety did a piece basically saying, I guess he's dead, but his politics were shit. And it's like, Fuck you, Variety. And B, I wonder what his politics were, and lo and behold, you find an interview where he basically says, no, I'm basically just a Democrat, but they went insane. And it's like, so his politics are that he's not mental. Okay. I think I still like him.
Your entire legacy and everything you've contributed to the world as a person gets boiled down to what were your politics in the end. It's insane, man. People are fucked.
I always want to wait a few days before like condoling the death, because suddenly when they die 5 days later, this girl was molested by him. I always wait a little. I don't think these people have done it, but you know, let's not immediately say they were great people, because we don't know if skeletons are going to come out the closet. I'm always like, you go, oh, Kevin Spacey's a nice guy, and then you go, oh my god, he's a monster.
Yeah. Like, who had a really awkward death? Bill, David Carradine.
Oh,
the
yeah.
dude who played Bill. If you know about the details about his death, like him, like
autoerotic asphyxiation, baby.
Yeah, like what a way to go out. It's pretty awkward.
that man was going and coming, man. Jesus. So yeah, rest in peace, Chuck Norris. And of course, on the left we have Nicholas Brandon, who you guys may be familiar with from Buffy, which I still have not seen.
Same. Need to, but haven't seen yet.
It's on the list. But
that must suck. You die the same day as Chuck Norris, and nobody
yeah,
knows. Chuck's took all the. You go. Sorry, go on.
Well, he died the day after it was announced that the Buffy reboot wasn't going ahead, I think, which might be just a sign of his immense relief.
He was holding on like, yes, and he just croaked like a minute later. That was what was keeping him alive. But what you're referencing, the worst version of that I've seen would be Farrah Fawcett died at the same time as Michael Jackson, and no one gave a shit.
Oh wow.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, rest in peace to these giants. And so yeah, I guess
that brings us pretty much to the end of the show, so we'll move on to the super chats now, and then fuck me, they've piled up, so we'll be going for another couple of hours, and then we'll finally be gone. But CGV Monster for $2. Hi everyone, good seeing you all. Good to see you too.
Monster.
TGV Monster for another $5. People give Jordan Peele a pass for him because he just produced it. I'm calling bullshit. Peele's fingerprints are all over that movie. Peele is overrated.
You won't argue that here. I don't think anyone thinks he's that talented.
Yeah, we agree with you, man. Yeah, I agree with you. Him is
like
garbage.
It's like James Gunn. He hasn't made Supergirl, but we all know it's his movie.
Yeah.
They said that that's going to be a low-budget superhero movie, so it'll be easier for it to make money. But it's like, okay, the budget might be slightly lower, but the box office is probably going to be massively lower. So
yeah,
I'm not seeing you making money with Supergirl, but you know, we will.
What is the actual budget of Supergirl? Isn't it like fucking still like 150 or something?
I think it's still north of 100. I don't know the exact budget, but I believe
just
so.
Under. It says below 150, but that's still very expensive.
It's a low-budget movie. Fuck off.
I see 200 million. Yeah, 200.
Well, Superman, we went. It's not 300 million, even though it's tax. Even though that fucking remember that Georgia thing came out, and it was actual like official documents saying it was over 300 million.
Yep.
And he tried to lie.
He said, oh, it must have been like either it's a fake or some intern submitted it. So wait,
some intern
you
has
just
committed
thrown your
fraud.
intern. Yeah, he's committed tax fraud in the state of Georgia. Well, great. TGV Monster for another $5. Question for the panel: what, in your opinion, makes a character likable and want to win at the end of the day? What makes for a likable character?
How they overcome adversity. Well, that's pretty
conflict
much
and adversity. It's huge.
What you can identify with them, like similar struggles.
There's an example I heard that just nailed it for me. It was like, you have a character, wakes up in the morning, has greens all the way to work, gets promoted at work, and then comes home and has a loving family. Versus a guy who wakes up miserable, is late for work, gets all the reds, gets fired for being late, has all this drama that he has to deal with. Which character story are you going to be more interested in following? The dude who already has everything
it's
made?
Like you're describing Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. So which one of those do you like?
Well, in terms of like, how much story can we get out of this? Like getting this person out of this hole, like establishing some type of conflict and a reason to stay invested in them is a big thing.
And selflessness helps as well. If they're becoming and they're winning at the end of the day, matters for people that aren't just themselves. There's a big problem like female comic book heroes have had in the last few years in particular, is that for them to win, it basically means everyone accepting that they're amazing and they're not really fighting for anything else. Whereas you look at the stuff that's doing well at the moment, One Piece being quite a good example of that. Luffy's a fundamentally likable character because though he has his dream and his ambition, he basically spends the entire thing putting that on hold so he can help other people fulfill their dreams and their ambitions. And then that sort of engenders the same kind of charity in return. So it's like, it's being a fundamentally good, selfless person quite often makes people likable. You don't very often find egotistical maniacs who are likable and who you want to win.
And another thing is just real quick, another thing is injustice. What made Tyrion extremely interesting to me right off the bat is that they established pretty much his entire family is terrible. He's a decent person, and now he's being framed for something he didn't do. I'm like, okay, I have to see what happens with this. It's just an easy way to get you invested in someone when you know they're fundamentally being screwed over.
Well, you can make criminals quite likable, like murderers and stuff like that. That's what The Sopranos is. Even people you don't even have stuff related to, but you can identify certain things about them that you like. Like they're all very funny. Whereas,
being funny helps if you're a villain, particularly. It's, if you've got Riz, then generally people like you.
If you're cool, even if you're like a murderer, but like some people identify with like that guy's like Darth Vader, he's badass. You identify with that aspect of him.
But then how much more interesting? Yeah, but how much more interesting did he become when the concept of Anakin was mentioned, and you have that conflicting in your head with this big robot man that you've seen? It always comes down to the build up with the character. I don't think the prequels nailed Anakin whatsoever, but I do like seeing more of his story fleshed out.
Also, like it's not just like being complex is good, but sometimes it's being appropriate for the story. Because if every character you met was unbelievably complex, you'd never get through the story.
You know what? We could. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't interrupt you. Go ahead.
It's like Russ Cole and the other guy on fucking Woody Harrelson on True Detective. You've got him, so you need a balancing act. Sometimes it's all about being a counterweight to each other as well.
Duncan Egg.
Duncan Egg.
Boom.
Yep.
Just go watch that show. That's a blueprint of like what makes characters likable. Everyone mentioned the horse scene. A dude selling his horse had everybody like, okay, you're my fucking dude. This is my spirit animal right now. Super simple example.
Sacrifice is a go. Yeah. Heroes haven't done that in a while.
Yes. yes.
Joey Bag of Donuts for $1.99. Have I exhausted all Reaper's stories yet?
Well, in year one or the first grade, a mentally ill girl grabbed a turd from the toilet and smeared it all over the walls, and none of us could use the toilet for about a week. I mean, I only remember it because they went in the assembly. They just went, one of the girls has defecated, and we were going, ooh, what does that mean? I bet that's bad.
Defecated.
She has grabbed excrement and done it. And I was like, ooh, is that like a crayon? What's that? I had no idea. And I remember it because of that, not understanding the words. But yeah, like she shut down the school for a little bit.
You eventually dated her, didn't you? Don't lie.
I didn't know.
You like the poo girl.
I don't know who she was, though. That was the thing. I could have met the poo. I could have shook hands with the poo girl.
The poo lady.
Also, I also learned what dry sex means, which is horrendous. in Africa, obviously, dry sex is when, because they have a rape problem, some of the girls are pretty loose, so they stuff dust into the vaginal cavity to make it feel tighter. I always went, that can't be pleasurable for either one of you, but apparently some dudes like it. There's a story and a fact.
Thank you, Super Chatter. I
could be a new feature. It's like Reaper's fact of the day. Could be a regular Monday night thing.
He sent one last week, and I felt disappointed. So I was going, let's go through the fucking memory bank, and also let's top it off. So there's your 2 for 1.
Toivo Coin member for 17 months. Jesus Christ, I've been going for that long. Super hyped for BSUP 100. That is next week, probably. Yeah. We will do something for that, to be sure.
Yeah.
5 picoseconds for 5 Canadian dollars. Wonder Man. Fuck off, really? Wonder Man season 2.
Why? But really, why? Why? Like,
I don't know.
Was it prepaid or?
I mean, that's normally what happens, but there was a long gap because normally they do it before the end of season 1 to make to trick people into thinking it was really popular. Whereas it's been a few months since Wonder Man season 1, and now they've, I guess, decided, yeah, Ben Kingsley's not going to be around much longer. We might as well give him some money.
I just, I don't know, like, Kenobi didn't even get a second season. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many things I feel like could have got a season 2 over. What is the, like?
I mean,
most
Kenobi was a
cares about
fucking
Wonder
disaster, though.
No, that's what I mean. But like, it's an abomination of a show. But in terms of, it's got 2 of the most popular characters in existence, Kenobi and Anakin, in it. Like, those guys didn't get a sequel, but Wonder Man did. It
must be cheap. It must be like insanely cheap.
Probably,
because they got.
Well, there probably will not be a Platoon video for that because I couldn't be bothered to do one for season 1, and the odds of me doing one for season 2 are even lower. So probably not. But we'll see how desperate I am.
I think I can go to my grave without ever watching Wonder Man, and I'll be fine.
Yeah,
it's in the Eternals list. Yeah.
Mark Holmes, $9.99. Tonight we can celebrate and discuss a man who, for 10 years and many movies, has entertained us, made us happy, and done it with having sticky hands. Oh yeah, the OnlyFans creator died. R.I.P. OnlyFans creator Leonard Radvinsky.
I mean, the damage he has
Thanks,
caused
bro.
to society.
Irreparable fucking damage to society, man. It's crazy. And dude even died like pretty young too.
40 something, yeah. He has done more damage than fucking 2 nuclear blasts on Japan. Fucking the guy's worse than a nuke.
Yeah, OnlyFans is just a stain on society.
Literal fucking cancer to society, especially to these young women who are getting rich quick by it, not giving a fuck about what's going on.
It's not even them. It's how do you be motivated as a young woman to go do anything meaningful when you know if you're mildly cute, you can go make a living doing OnlyFans?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the incentive to go and hustle? Like, there's just, you just can't. I can go on all day about how I hate that shit.
If you're fat and gross, there's actually a market for like amputees and all the fucking weird freaky shit.
Yes, that's crazy, dude.
You've now got fat, ugly women going, I've got about 1,000 subscribers. I'm hot as fuck. And you're like, no, you're not. You would be a cave troll that we'd all ignore.
No, Reaper, this will hit you more because you're actually a fight fan, but I see these posts all the time comparing like UFC champions' income to like some mid chick on OnlyFans, and I make me want to vomit all over my screen.
I know, it's annoying.
Those guys risk brain damage every time they go out. The way they put their bodies on the line in training and in the fights itself, and this chick is literally just puts her cleavage down and that's it. Like, I don't know, like
one loss. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, you know how it is. One loss can damage your legacy completely. Like Fedor, if you know who that is, was a fighter who was unbeaten for 10 years, lost once, and is just people shat on him because of the way he lost.
Yeah.
It can happen to any fighter. And these chicks risk nothing yet make so much more money. It's not right.
It's one of the reason number 15,459 million why I do not take it seriously when women complain that they have it so tough. It's just all you have to do is lean forward into a webcam and you're made. So
100%.
Enough with your patriarchal nonsense.
Bullshit.
What's that meme where they go, guys playing games, he's like a tiny dot in a corner, girls playing games, the game is the tiny dot in the corner.
Yeah.
Lion Mayman for $4.99. Tom Holland Spider-Man sucks, and people still will say he is comic accurate. Well, I won't say he's comic accurate because I haven't read the comics, but I don't think he sucks.
We've probably been through this one, but Toby did such a good job in the first trilogy, barring the third movie, of course. But it's not perfectly comic accurate, but it's more in line with the comics. It was good enough for the people who are hardcore fans. That's why Tom Holland is like a different version of Spider-Man. It's an MCU's version of it. It's a reinterpretation of this character. They kept the heart and soul of him, but his story is different. So I just wish people can separate it.
Yeah,
they're two different characters.
I like Holland Spider-Man. Like my personal favorite Spider-Man is like not Peter Parker, but Spider-Man himself will always be Garfield. Like I think that he nailed it. But I think that Tom Holland Spider-Man is quite good. Like it's there. It's just depending on the story. That's it.
What's your pick for the best Spider-Man sequence amongst all the films? Like in terms of them nailing every element? Because I always go back to the Doc Ock fight in Spider-Man 2, where just like the heroism is there.
Yeah,
him saving Aunt May. Yeah, the fucking web slinging is on point. The choreography is on point, and then you have the thematic element of all the people saving him, and you have the fucking him holding the webs and like passing out. It's perfection. It's like superhero it's the superhero genre mastered in that scene.
Dude,
yeah.
I just don't think they've.
Whenever you tell me like what's the perfect Spider-Man sequence, the only thing that pops into my head is Tobey Maguire's face, like he's shitting himself trying to stop the train. Dude. That's the only thing consistently.
It's so good. I love the choreography too, where he's dodging the tentacles and then he does the backflip because the bridge comes. It's such a cool jump scare. I'm just like, I just remember being blown away during that fight on first watch, and it's aged so well.
Sty Games for $2.79 Canadian. Lord of Ring on Xbox One will make you God of Ring. I'm content just to be the Lord of Ring, I think. 20 Rodriguez Nunes for $50. That's a lot of money for a Mexican person, I bet. Boogie. Hey guys, did you watch Project Hail Mary? I loved it, but I wish the movie got more into science. I've not seen it yet, but I will be seeing it, I think, tomorrow. Has anybody else seen it yet?
No, but I've heard good things.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
I'll be seeing it probably by the weekend, because it only comes out on Wednesday for me. So
I haven't even heard of this. What is this?
Project Hail Mary. It's
Ryan Gosling movie.
Ryan Gosling and the rock monster in space.
It's doing scary, but it's made like
nothing.
Everyone's seen it apart from me and everyone else on this panel. But like, it's doing really, really well. It's non-franchise. It's already made like over 100 million or whatever it is. It's kind of the talk of the town.
Right,
I'm confused. I don't know why I haven't heard this thing. Oh.
Yeah, the professional film critics are the only ones who haven't heard of it.
I have no answer for why I haven't heard this. I just must have just missed it somehow.
Oh.
Well, there you go. That's something to check out. I've got the book on hand, so I'll be looking at that as well. But
well, we got Daredevil as well. So Daredevil and Project Hail Mary to watch.
Yeah, great. Can't wait for next week. Poolhard81 for $10. Regarding your conversation last week of introducing someone to anime, no one mentioned Record of the Lodos War. It's Lord of the Rings meets anime, only 13 episodes, short and sweet, and a classic.
Oh, never heard of it, man. No.
No, but it's like a 1980s or 1990s anime. So like it's quite dated in terms of the visual style. Because I find like the 80s stuff is like rough on, like Akira.
Yeah, it's harder to sell people on it. It's slightly annoying, but yeah, people.
If you're into anime and they're getting into it and enjoying it, then you can maybe do it. But like the very first thing, I'd go something soft.
Yeah.
Something a bit more visually appealing.
I'll probably watch this. Sounds interesting.
Sty Games for $6.99 Canadian. Also, No Way Home is worse than most people know. Hell, it's one of the MCU's worst. Can't list every reason here, but man, it gets way too much praise.
I think it's a lot of people, just the three Peters, the character work in that, it gets way too much praise just for that, where people ignore the fact that they ritualistically sacrificed Doctor Strange in order to get that
killed him.
They killed him at the altar. They slit his throat like a goat. I don't like the movie, but I get why people like it. And I just feel like if they were to go through it, almost anybody, you would see the flaws in it.
I think it's got a bit of a like Return of the Jedi on steroids problem. It has really, really high highs and also really, really low lows. And so it sort of depends how much you're paying attention to it. It probably is a fundamentally broken movie, but it's not as irredeemably horribly broken as a lot of other stuff Marvel's done. So,
well, there's only three things I really dislike: the Doctor Strange being retarded, the random thing of Electro going, "I wish you were Black Spider-Man." I was like, well, that comes out of nowhere. And then they didn't have to. Yeah, he just randomly just says, "Oh, if only you were. I thought you were black. I wish maybe there's a Black Spider-Man out there." It's just pointless.
Is that them setting up Miles Morales or something?
Well,
what's the point of that?
Yeah. And the third thing is they didn't have Tobey Maguire and fucking Green Goblin, fucking Willem Dafoe. They didn't have a scene together.
Oh, that's disgusting. I didn't even think about that until you mentioned it. That's on par with the ending of The Mandalorian season 2, Luke coming and not saying anything to fucking Boba Fett. Like he's in the room. He's right there. Like, what the fuck? How do you not say something to Boba Fett? This should be insane. Why does this little green dude look like my master? Like, he's just a robot. All the people that praised that scene, it was trash. That's when I knew the Mandalorian was just dead.
The only scene Toby has with Green Goblin, he stops Tom Holland from basically killing Green Goblin, and then he gets fucking stabbed in the back. So it's like,
yeah, like this. Right. He's like, I said before, he's too busy talking to Electro about Miles Morales. Like again, like Andrew Garfield should have been talking about Electro because he was his villain. He should have been talking to Green Goblin.
Yeah, It's
I still like it.
good.
But yeah,
I always skip the first hour. I've never rewatched the first hour of No Way Home. Like legitimately, I only watch when the Spider-Man come in.
You put it on and Aunt May just dies.
That's how you start the movie, man.
Big T for $4.99. Punisher might not be in Born Again Season 2 because Punisher's special presentation is supposed to be set at the same time as Season 2. Do you think that special will feature, is that Spider-Man?
Yep.
Probably not would be my answer to the second question, and I didn't even know he had a special presentation, so news to me.
TV special sets record for, let's see. When the fuck's that out? Untitled Punisher TV special.
If it's still untitled,
it is the special is set to release in mid 2026. So it's untitled and it comes out in like 3 months.
Oh.
Well,
I mean, yeah, from what I remember of the end of Born Again, they've sort of set it up that he could come back for that show, or he could just fuck off and do his own thing. Though it would be really weird for him to abandon the fight against like crypto-fascist Kingpin cuck to go and do something else, given the stakes involved in that show. But it's retarded, so I can see it happening.
And he was the highlight of the season. His scenes are the only good things in it.
And they so obviously added those in late as well. It's like everyone hated everything else. Quick, get him back, and then in he goes.
Yeah, but even you're talking about Punisher and Born Again, right?
Yeah.
Even in the one scene where he's introduced, that was a good scene that was like out of nowhere. Even then, they fuck it up because Matt gets jump scared. You can't jump scare Daredevil. You can hear your fucking heartbeat, man. Like they forget how his powers work throughout the entire show, and it pissed me off from like the first 15 minutes. I really hate Born Again for a show I only watched like 4 episodes of.
I really fucked up watching Iron Fist instead of watching the actual Netflix Daredevil and Punisher, dude. Like I still haven't seen those.
You haven't seen them at all, really?
The Netflix ones are good. They are worth seeing.
At all.
Okay, that's more shocking than Reaper not seeing the Descents. That's actually like mind-boggling. Well, no, Daredevil. It's like you watching Daredevil season 1 now would be like a mind fuck to you in terms of this can be done.
It's
this
really
way.
good.
Yeah,
like,
I can attest because I hadn't seen any of it before we did the EFAP on Born Again season 2, so I hadn't seen it, and so I went back to watch it thinking, I guess this is going to be okay. No, it's pretty damn good.
It's excellent. It's actually like it's some of the best superhero content ever, and I would argue season 2's introduction for Punisher. I watched season 1 just because I wanted to see Punisher in season 2, and I still didn't see it coming because of how well set up his introduction was in season 2. And then the conversation we referenced earlier in terms of Daredevil and Punisher discussing their philosophies, it's my pick for the best superhero scene, like period. Like topping the Spider-Man thing that we just mentioned and whatnot. In terms of like what scene would I show to someone to take this genre seriously? It would be that. There's nothing topping it.
I'll definitely look it up. Man.
He's not in season 2 of Born Again.
Oh. So he's got more important things to do than saving all of New York. Okay, fair enough. Sky Games for $2.79. That falling shot is also a green screen meme. I'm assuming that's the Spider-Man falling shot.
Yep.
I have not seen the meme yet, but I'm sure I will have by the time I do a video on it. Decepticon for $5. We have 4 Holland Spider-Man movies and still no Harry or Norman Osborn, Peter's best friend and arguably greatest villain. Such a shame. I wonder if we'll ever get around to seeing them. We've got Ned instead.
Ned, he's so magical Ned.
We have Ned and Flash. That's it.
They might get around. It depends because I don't know how many more Spider-Man movies Tom Holland will sign up for after this, but I can understand them wanting to distance themselves as much as possible from like the Tobey Maguire era movies. They want to make it their own thing and not replay stuff. And of course, since then, we've had the wonderfully brilliant Spider-Man Lotus, where I think at least one of those people features. So, you've not been totally starved of content for the old Osborns.
Go watch the Lotus to see a Spider-Man trauma dumping on a cancer kid, man.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, that's so funny. I love that film. God. Anyway, Sky Games for $6.99. While the MCU is ever so constantly imploding, Vulture is with Morbius retired on a beach in the real sacred timeline.
Oh, yeah. They did cross over. Holy shit, I forgot about this. Oh, man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, I forgot about that.
Yes, they crossed over. Yeah, he came to pick up Vulture, right?
He's an ambulance driver, isn't he? Or
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking the Sonyverse is fucked at
It's
this point.
impossible
Anyway.
to track the continuity going into this movie. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Razor Hammond from 199 Platoon, give me back my fiddle faddle.
You can just, anytime someone says that term, I just go sucked right back into that scene. It just gets so depressed, man. Come on, Matt.
It's
Speak
so
up, you
shit.
fucking idiot. It's like it's the worst. It's so bad just because I just like the thing that bothers me the most about it is I feel like Matt would have dealt with this type of person a million times, and he would have had so many lines and comebacks for this specific scenario and the specific type of interaction. Instead, he's a muppet. He's just sitting there, oh, I can't wait, you. He's just fucking crying. He doesn't know how to be a lawyer. He doesn't know how to be a man.
He agrees with him. Because like the guy's pitch is basically, oh, they took my social security because I'm a thief and now I can't afford candy. Give me some. And Daredevil's like, you're right. That's so unfair.
Jesus Christ! Like the level of entitled, the level of entitlement that he must have dealt with throughout his career, to not have an answer for this, to not have like steel skin when it comes to this should not faze him whatsoever. He should not be someone who's guilt tripped into just completely forgetting the rules of the law. It's pathetic, man. He died as a superhero, a man, and a lawyer all in one scene.
There's a bit later, it might even be later in the same episode as well, where he's like flirting with generic lawyer person whose name I don't know. And I think he tells that like incarceration is basically a myth. It doesn't solve anything. I say, but you're a fucking lawyer. What do you do for your day job?
On you, buddy. Like fuck.
It would be funny if he just went, I make sure all my clients get off. Like child
no matter how evil they are.
Jeffrey Epstein did nothing wrong, okay, Your Honor.
Sty Games for $6.99 Platoon and Jedi. What if Michael Waldron got a leadership role at Marvel and the only way to undo it is to eat steak stuffed inside chicken or vice versa? All you're doing is making me hungry.
Yeah. Trust me, we would eat any version of steak or chicken to improve Marvel. I guarantee you, because at its core, superheroes are fun. They're awesome. The idea of an empowered person doing a thing will never like die. It's just in a horrible state right now because they don't know what the fuck to do with it. That's it.
Captain Bucky O'Hare for £5. Do you think superhero fare became a crutch and a noose for modern cinema, and is it time to drop it and move on?
Subject keeps coming back.
The sad answer is probably yes. It didn't need to be that way, but it became that way. And then everyone wanted their own superhero multiverse. And so we had shit MCU, shit DCU, shit DCEU, shit Sony Spider-Verse without Spider-Man. The Spunk universe, I think they called it.
Cinematic universe is done.
Then the Boys cinematic universe. And then there's a couple of spin-offs that are all like standalone's Brightburn, I think is one, which is actually not that bad. But it was oversaturation. Everyone saw all the money it was making. Everyone tried to do exactly the same thing, and everyone forgot what made it work in the first place. So it's become a noose, and it didn't have to be, but lots and lots of things happened around it to make it that way.
The idea of the cinematic universe and like superheroes in tights, like the Avengers, the Justice League, all that stuff has run its course. People are sick to death of it. Come up with an original concept that doesn't have Marvel or DC slapped on it about someone dealing with the effects of some type of empowerment and how it affects their life. You can do a lot of things with that. Like I will always reference Chronicle and What Women Want. That's it. Those are the two that are the permanent counter.
What Women Want? That's a great reference.
That's the one. It's the permanent counter to that answer. It's just this concept is interesting. We just don't want this fucking layer of Marvel DC filth attached to it because we're sick of it. That's it.
It's just, there's been too much in such a small span of time. From 2008 to just like a decade, basically, not even 15 years.
Too much.
That's kind of it. They've crammed so much in 15 years, and a lot of the shit is in the last 5 too.
Yeah, so most of the shit is probably in the last. I mean, there's some pretty dodgy entries in phases 2 and 3 of Marvel, but the overall story span was always there and still pretty strong. Endgame is fucked in many important ways, but like. It didn't annoy people enough at the time, and then almost everything since then, the immediate, just like, even for the casual viewer who saw a few problems in Endgame but basically liked it, the immediate plummeting quality from Endgame to Multiverse of Madness and Thor: Love and Thunder,
Black Widow,
and Black Widow as well.
Forget about that movie. That movie shredded Natasha, absolutely splintered her whole character. And the thing about Endgame is it's fucked, but it highlights the most important thing: character. They got Natasha's story right. They got Tony's story right. They got a little bit of Cap's story right. There's some payoffs there that work until the end. They gave a little bit of love to the side characters. they did the things that matter. So people have warm, fuzzy feelings with Endgame, but then you rewatch it and you're like, wait a minute. That's pretty much, you know?
Another consequence of the MCU, like the reliance on it, was that they learned brand is everything. So like everything has to be a part of a franchise. Like you have to see it if it's like, it's a Spider-Man movie, it's an MCU movie, this is Minecraft. It kind of helped also build that up.
It's probably one of the reasons that The Boys season 1 in particular was as popular as it was, is because everyone vaguely understood this and was beginning to understand it even at the time. And that was a while ago that came out, but like they understood the kind of corporate cynicism of the whole thing. And along comes The Boys, which gives you something which is overtly recognizing and taking the piss out of it. And I think lots of people were ready for that sort of thing. And Deadpool, to a degree, benefits from it as well. Like people were aware that problems were mounting even before they necessarily spotted all of them. And so they flocked to stuff that took the piss out of it, but then unfortunately The Boys kind of became the thing it was parodying. So, and then Deadpool even is not doing very well either. Well, it's doing well financially, but not well in any other respect. Similar topic for this one from Lion Mane Man for $9.99. The MCU is a stain on the culture of film. Ever since it came out, people think quippy one-liners are great dialogue and everything needs to be in CGI and have surface storytelling.
It damaged people's view of what good storytelling is, and it's like this tiny little filter. Everything needs to be quick. Every single character needs to be quippy and like a Joker.
That's it's kind of slightly unfair and overstated. It's not ever since it came out, because that's not actually what made phases, particularly phase 1, but even all the way through to the end of phase 3. That's not quite what it was. It was very quippy, but it wasn't generic quip. That you couldn't give a Tony Stark line to any other character and have it play exactly the same way. Whereas now the problem is any quip you write can just be handed out at random and it will sound the same coming out of anyone.
Exactly.
It's people trying to do Joss Whedon and doing it badly. That's what's kind of become a bit of a stain. Joss Whedon is so successful. Everyone tried to mimic him. Nobody understands him. And so that's kind of what's one of the many things that's made Marvel insufferable now.
You compare the jokes, the quality of the jokes in the Avengers movie, the first one, how they're in line with all the people's characters, like the fucking the adopted joke from Thor, the "excuse me, do we come to your country and blow people up?" Like just shit that actually fits for the characters. They actually understood that, and you compare that to Thor, like Love and Thunder, where everyone is just a meme machine. Nobody can be taken seriously, and nothing is in line with their history.
But that's always a consequence of great things, is you have so many horrendous imitators trying to copy it. Yeah, like when Hans Zimmer, when he was going bruh, and in every trailer had that fucking music.
And the big blue light. Yeah, every trailer had a big blue laser and at the middle of it. Just completely.
Yeah, fucking Abrams' lens flares are everywhere.
Oh, the fucking Abrams lens. Yeah, God, yeah. Hans Zimmer kind of did it deliberately, though, because Hans Zimmer, the reason everything sounds like Hans Zimmer is that Hans Zimmer kind of controls everyone. He set up a company, I think it's called Remote Control, ironically enough. In which they all, like lots of budding, aspiring new film composers come up and learn how to be Hans Zimmer, and it's his company. Yeah. So one of the reasons so many films sound exactly the same is because everyone's learning from Hans Zimmer.
Copying his style.
Yeah, I'd rather have a John Williams film school.
I'd rather have a Ramin Djawadi. I feel like he's one of the goats already, just from his work with Game of Thrones, and he did House of the Dragon as well too, right? I think. But he finds a way to make all of his tracks fantastic, memorable, but different. You can't just be like, they don't all have the same like formula to them. I don't know. I don't know how to describe music to that degree, but there's something he's doing that's fucking really working. I love his show.
I remember that everyone's saying Bear McCreary. Is it McCready or McCreary?
Bear McCreary.
Like he did God of War, and that was really good. And then he went, he's going to do Rings of Power, and that was shit.
Wait, he did Black Sails.
He did Black Sails. He did Battlestar Galactica as well, and that was kind of very because that was on such a hyper small budget because they had no money left, so he had to be really inventive. He also did 10 Cloverfield Lane, I think. But like the problem with Rings of Power is that like, he can't. Like, there's no characters. How is he supposed to do character themes?
I was just hoping he wasn't a one-hit wonder. Like he did something great, and then that's good.
Yeah, have you heard Black Sails? That's a fucking amazing intro. It's a fantastic guitar solo and like probably the most underrated musical intro. It's really, really strong.
Oh, that reminds me. They're going to remake Assassin's Creed 4, aren't they? That's called Black Sails. Oh, it's going to be awful.
Yeah, you don't need to remake that game. That game is still my favorite of all the Assassin's Creed games.
That's the best game. And it's the one with like the least amount of assassins in it.
Oh, there we go. Goodwin has spoken. One of the most fucking negative motherfuckers on YouTube. Black Sails opening theme rock. So you know if Goodwin's praising it, then you know it's good because that man was born to roast shit. 100%.
Captain Bucky Heifer 5 towns the Vikings pillaged Europe and kidnapped the most beautiful women, which explains Scandinavian beauty and also modern Scotland. Probably does that, yeah.
Not far from where I live was like Chester, and that's like a Viking settlement. So chances are they looked at my great mother, went, nah. we'll take the one next to her.
Leary Bard for €2. Unfortunately, I know worse couples in real life. Is that going to be Spider-Man and MJ? I think that's in relation
Probably
to
Tom Holland and Zendaya. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I think they're getting married this year, so everything's coming up Zendaya.
Yeah.
God, that kid's gonna come out. That kid will come out of there with the blankest expression. Won't even try.
And no lips. No fucking lips whatsoever.
And they'll be 4 foot tall as well.
Yeah.
Sty Games is a two-parter. Part 1. Fun fact, an early version of this trailer leaked on YouTube a few months ago, but everyone believed it was AI. The early leak trailer has some additional stuff not in this trailer, which includes, you guessed it, Spidey and Punish Man teaming up with buddy cop humor. Yippee.
Punish Man.
No good.
They're going to have to try and justify that relationship like pretty fast, because why would he team up with a fucking murderer?
Yeah, you can't punish anyone in this movie. This is like stern warning, man. Like he can't fucking actually be himself, which is rough.
Unless it's like it's his version of Punisher who just looks identical because they want to borrow the fucking fans from Daredevil to cross over. I mean, that's the only way it works. Like he's just another Punisher that looks like John Bernthal.
I don't think they can do that because he's in our universe still, and if it's a different version of Punisher, then he's technically an incursion, and so will destroy the multiverse.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fucked if we do that. You need an anchor being to cancel him out. Fucking hell.
God, that anchor being like, does the universe exist before that person's born?
I don't fucking know, man.
Nobody knows how that shit works. Don't even try. Loki in the fucking chair and all that. Like, don't even try. Loki season 1 and 2 need to just be deleted from fucking our memories. Just complicates things too much.
Wait till Doomsday deletes everything, man. Just fucking.
Honestly, that's the only thing that can make me like that movie. It just deletes everything and fresh start completely. Everyone dies. The end. That would be good.
It'll be the worst type of thing. It'll be like this film. We close the chapter, but not really. We have characters that carry over.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Just kill everyone.
It's like a fucking half-open door is what it's going to be.
Wiznilly P for $2. I'll let you know if I notice Cynic's absence. That's very mean.
Cold-blooded.
Well, he's actually winning, isn't he? He's fucking. Yeah. He's got an attractive girlfriend,
yeah, he's chilling, man.
And in more bad news again, Mad Dog 1424 Wonder Man just renewed for season 2. God, I don't even know. I don't imagine we'll be checking that out even on EFAB. We did season 1. I think we're all done with that.
Why?
Probably not going to look at it again, but fuck it, maybe it'll do something that surprises us.
It'll be a slow January.
I'm surprised you even did season 1. Who gives a fuck?
It was a case of it being January and there being nothing else to do, I think. So also, like, it was kind of interesting because nobody knew anything about it. It sort of came out of left field, and they did Echo, and I did Echo. So, you know, if you're stooped already low enough to do Echo, is anything really beneath you? I don't know. Innovative Nutmeg. Sorry,
Alan Richardson has apparently punched his neighbor for telling him to get off his bike.
You saw the TMZ video? Yeah.
I'm seeing it now. He's literally arguing with a guy on his bike.
Beating the shit out of his neighbor, man.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
No worries. Innovative Nutmeg for €5. Regarding the Rogue cameo, I really hope it isn't her. I personally think Margaret Qualley was born to play Rogue. I don't know who that is, and I'm sure that isn't Rogue because she's fuck ugly. They're not going to do that.
No, fat neck Rogue? No.
Margaret Qualley is the substance, Brooks.
The substance?
Yeah, she's right.
Oh, she's hot. She's hot as fuck.
Here's a picture of her in the Discord.
She was in Maid as well. So
I don't know about born to play Rogue, but she's fucking hot. You can slap her in pretty much anywhere you want. She'll be fine. She'll be accepted.
Yeah, she hasn't got huge tits, but that's what you don't want Rogue because that'd be too distracting.
Well, do you remember the iconic picture of Rogue when she get knocked out by the Sentinel and her ass is the size of a fucking buffalo and like
if you go for that Rogue,
you know what I mean? Like I haven't seen. I don't know how you can do that. Yeah.
If you're going for X-Men 1 Rogue, she doesn't have massive assets. If you're going for fucking the cartoon Rogue, you need like Sydney Sweeney. Those fucking
No.
tits.
Who's the chick that wouldn't shut the fuck up in Badlands with the fat ass? That chick. You need a badonkadonk.
Elle
Fanning.
Elle Fanning and her big fat ass could possibly play Rose. It's possible.
Maybe the bottom half of her, and we could just graft it onto Sydney Sweeney's upper half.
CGI the top. Just CGI her lower half.
Justin Robb became a YouTube member. Welcome, sir. Decepticon for $5 If Disney had properly handled Hulk, him showing up in the Spider-Man movie should break the internet, but it's just an that's neat to most people.
Yeah.
They were hamstrung by lacking the rights to him, right? So Disney couldn't really have done. I think because Mark Ruffalo gave an interview where he seemed to suggest he might show up in Captain America: Brave New World, because probably at some point he was going to do that. But he gave an interview where he was saying, like, at one point, Kevin Feige sat me down and said that we're probably never going to get to do a Hulk movie. But if you tell me what story you want, we can sort of do it over several movies in bit parts. And the Hulk became Mark Ruffalo. He became a cuck. That's the story he wanted to tell.
That's exactly what I was going to say is like, when I think, the Hulk's going to be the next movie, I picture Mark Ruffalo. I don't picture the Incredible Hulk. We haven't seen that motherfucker in like a decade. It's just, it's not the same character. He was Hulk in the Incredible Hulk. He was Hulk for the first hour of the Avengers. We have not seen him since. It's been a pathetic disgrace. He's one of the most wasted characters.
Universal Pictures has the distribution rights to solo Hulk films. But you know, it's like his story is like a reverse Hulk where Bruce Banner's exposed to radiation. Hulk is exposed to Mark Ruffalo that turns him into this fucking pathetic creature. It's like a reverse Hulk.
Big Raj 6402 for $5. What's up, everyone? Spider-Man trailer is interesting, although I'm curious where Daredevil is. Why just have the Punisher and the Hand? It's not impossible that he will show up, right? Because he did have a cameo in. Is it No Way Home? He has a cameo in.
Yes.
Yeah, and it goes nowhere.
That's the last time he's in character, in my opinion. Seeing him catch the ball or whatever the fuck flies through the room.
Yeah.
That's the very last time we got to. That was in character. That was really cool, and it was a subtle way to set him up. It was the last time I cared about a cameo and actually had a type of reaction. He's been a fucking loser ever since then.
Like it should have been
his own show. Echo. The Walk of Shame in the piss suit.
Oh yeah, the Walk of Shame. Fuck.
Oh yeah, he's carrying his shoes. Oh god.
In a piss suit.
This should have been it should have been Daredevil and Spider-Man because you've already had the setup from the Catching a Brick.
Mm-hmm.
He's his lawyer. You've already got it.
Yeah, they have the relationship, but
apparently Charlie Cox is really, really denying that he's in this. So maybe it's a surprise cameo, or maybe he's just telling the truth and they didn't.
He might just not show up. It would be odd, but
if they cared about surprises, they wouldn't have announced Robert Downey Jr. like 10,000.
Yeah, they're not subtle about this kind of stuff. Rick Elmore for €5. Love how BSUP is now part of my Tuesday workday. Save live and play next day. Driving around West Dublin, fixing sockets and hearing how shite media is. Well, have a happy Tuesday from the past, and don't stick your fingers in plug sockets when you hear about the LSD song. So, be careful.
Cheers, man.
You have ruined that fucking movie before it's come out.
I'm now going to have to spread the word so everyone else realizes this too. It's a Joey Bag of Donuts for $4.99. I don't know if you guys read it, but what's the worst dialogue? The Buffy reboot script or the VIPs from Squid Games?
VIPs from Squid Game.
What?
VIPs from Squid Game tops all forms of life. That's the worst dialogue.
Really
ever.
Bad. I did read a little bit of the Buffy reboot script. I didn't go too far because I've never really seen Buffy. There is some pretty jank dialogue in the first 5 paragraphs.
Is there anything worse than 69? Nothing tops that.
So it was a Korean dude
the
trying
delivery,
to write fat English, man.
yeah,
okay.
the delivery
He
as
tried.
well
He tried.
is the
He
worst.
tried. He tried.
Yeah.
Hey, go watch a scene, Platoon. I think you're forgetting how bad they were.
Oh
It's,
no,
like,
I fully remember how
shockingly bad.
awful it is. It's
Yeah.
just that, but it's Asian people trying to write English people, so I almost like forgive it because it's not possible for them apparently.
If you've got a white guy in Korea, he probably isn't a good actor. That's what I'm saying. Like they've got the worst white people to pick from to do those roles.
Yeah, it's true.
I
They
couldn't
do the same
believe.
thing in Ghana when they need a white person. They just to get a randomized white dude on the street. Do you know how to
Yeah.
act? No, well, you look white. Fuck it, you're in the movie.
Yeah, you're
Done.
white enough. Just
But
yeah,
then-
white things.
From page 2 of the Buffy reboot script, I did still have it as it turned out. So context is they're in some sort of like amusement park thing, like some kind of thing where people jump out at you and try and scare you when they're being vampires. And one of them pulled out a weapon. The woman pulls out a weapon and goes to hit one of these poor actors, and rightly gets kicked out, obviously. And she's with her boyfriend. Her name is Stacy, and Stacy says, "You could have at least defended me." And her boyfriend, whose name is Chris, says, "I didn't want to take away your agency, babe. You hate it when I dim your light." And Stacy says, "That is so you trying to weaponize my feminism against me. I'm going home."
That's pretty gay, man.
Buffy reboot is
we gotta-
shittier, man.
We got a contender there. So I think it may depend on the delivery, because the Squid Game delivery is what just makes it all just pain. But that's pretty bad. I'll give you that. I don't
It
want to
is.
take away your agency, baby.
And then he does go home and he leaves her. And then Stacy says, "So much for freaking allies." So it's pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, it's pretty cringe.
Oh, I regret that not being made. I love.
So well, didn't they actually make the pilot episode? Isn't that right? Didn't they film
Yeah,
it?
They did.
So
And then
we
they said
could
they'd
one day
probably
maybe see a
sell-
leak of that amazing show, but we probably
I
won't.
hope so, man.
Like
I hope-
Batgirl. I hope we get
Yeah.
Batgirl one day. I mean, it's so. Even they said it was so bad they cancelled it.
Yeah, it's like a Pokemon. It's this mythical. It's a Mewtwo. I need to fucking see this movie one day. What was so bad that you were able to cancel it in this era with all the
It's
shit
like the
that came
arc-
out? Echo
like the
came out.
arc of the
Ironheart
Pokemons.
came out. Yeah, it's this mythical creature. I need to know what was so bad
deep
about it.
in like the Red Cross fucking vaults.
Angst Kitten for 1999. I watched Dune Prophecy and started reading the Sisterhood book to better understand. The book is somehow even worse than the show and didn't help my understanding because the show barely follows the book at all. That's believable. I think that is a Brian Herbert book, I think, isn't it? That's the only thing I ever hear about him. I've never read his book, so I could be wrong. But the only thing I ever hear anyone say is that all of the stuff he did sucks balls. So not likely to check it out, given that the show also sucked balls. But I'm sorry to hear you doubled your pain. Joey Bag of Donuts for $1.99. So Cynic took off to watch Night of the Seven Kingdoms, right? Right.
Sakes, man. 3 hours, Cynic. 3 of them. 3. You can watch it on the shitter. It's just.
It is
I'll never
literally your
understand.
job.
Yeah, I'll never understand that one. I'm done bullying him. But we bullied him for Game of Thrones, bullied him for House of Dragon, and then the world just spawned an even easier version for him to consume. And he still doesn't know. Because getting into Game of Thrones is a task. House of the Dragon as well could be a little bit of a task. There's a lot of names, a lot of Aegons and Vaemons and Daemons and shit. But Duncan Egg is the simplest shit ever. It's just a dude trying to be a knight and a kid with a bald head, and it's fucking fantastic.
But he'll watch every episode of All's Fair with fucking Kim Kardashian.
Even I stopped that.
Yeah, I tapped out after one episode of that shit. But I still feel like if you're not into fantasy and medieval, it might not appeal to you. But these shows are so much more than that. They're
Yeah.
so much more than that. As dramas, they're fantastic. For action, they're fantastic. It's just whatever you want in a show, you're probably gonna get something out of all three. I really do. Really do believe that.
Take a 610 for $5. A day didn't go by where Bob and Kathy didn't ask themselves, what would George do? Probably true, because
Ruin
then
his
they
own
would do the
franchise.
opposite. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think George would love to kill Luke Skywalker off as a fucking wandering hobo.
A fucking hobo that dies like a fart in the wind and does nothing in the entire fucking movie.
George-
Christ. I
George
remember
always told me he wanted to drink alien titty milk.
bringing back all this trauma. I just remember going through the movie and being like, okay, Luke's done. I'm fucking tapped out with this guy. Maybe there's Snoke. Oh no, they're gonna fucking ruin him too. And then just continually being completely disappointed with every direction they take it, and then thinking, okay, so much for this movie. Maybe they'll do something with Luke in the next movie. I hope. Oh wait, no, he just dies like a fucking fart in the goddamn wind. I cannot believe they chose to have him go out that way.
It's kind of relentless, though. It's like at least one per movie. The Force Awakens, Han Solo yeeted off a bridge. The Last Jedi, Luke Skywalker dies of no particular reason. Kathy, then fucking Rise of Skywalker. Well, Carrie Fisher. She's dead. So. Nope. And then she got blown out. She got blown out of the fucking spaceship, and then she Mary Poppins her way back in, despite being dead in real life. And then Admiral Akbar, he's also blown out of the spaceship, and nobody fucking acknowledged it.
Admiral Akbar,
massive racism. And
all of our leadership dead.
And then the fucking Rise of Skywalker, Kylo Ren kisses Rey, dies. Palpatine melts himself, dies. Rey buries the lightsabers of the heroes of the galaxy so she can steal their name, and that's the end. Relentless. That's the word I'm looking for. Relentless fucking garbage, start to finish.
Space horses, bro. That fucking the captains couldn't stop. They didn't know how gravity worked. They didn't know how to look up. They didn't know how to tilt the ship.
But one of those problems answers the other problem that they don't know which way is up. Well, which way are the fucking space horses on your ship not falling? Go the opposite. Just what's going on?
And go the opposite direction. It's just the stupidest fucking shit ever, man.
Like 50 miles up, there'd be no oxygen and fucking unbelievably cold and windy. There's no way you'd be on top of a ship.
It's weird. Like TLJ, I hate more. It's like the worst Star Wars movie to me, but Rise of Skywalker is one of the worst sci-fi movies of all time.
Oh, it's just one of the worst movies generally of all time.
In terms of separating the Star Wars aspect to it, when I think of like if you're a sci-fi fan, that would give you fucking like cancer just watching that, and the pacing for it, everything about it, from the fucking dagger to the magical sand that doesn't fucking sink, and then it sinks and then it stops, and then suddenly there's a base underground. It's everything about that movie is fucked.
Ray suddenly has like she sees a vision of herself, and she's
Colin Ray.
Oh yes, Colin Ray. What happened to that? Bill Palpatine is just
being Sith means you get sharp teeth.
Oh my fucking god, man!
It's the one thing I'm looking forward to about the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. It's the first Star Wars movie since I've been on YouTube, and finally I get to talk about Star Wars movies again. It's been ages. It's gonna be very fun. So many memes. Bank it up.
I hope it's awful. I hope it's like a fucking train wreck.
Oh,
because if it's safe and boring, it's gonna be awful.
Yeah, if it's safe and boring, and there's only like kids liking it, then that's sustainable enough for them to continue that direction. It needs to be an abomination that nobody likes, so they can completely overhaul this. We could rip it apart. I think everybody.
Oh, they won't. It's Dave Filoni, and he's now in charge with some woman who actually does all the real work because he's fucking useless. But it's him raping Star Wars forever. That's what we're going until someone assassinates him. That's all we're gonna get.
Yeah,
he's so shit.
This attack about it for $4.99. I think Dune 3, even with its shadow writing, will be better than Doomsday's terrible writing. Its marketing buzz is also better than Doomsday IMO. I agree with all of that. Yeah.
It'll look better.
Was what you said.
It'll look better too.
That's what you said. It's got a story span from the book. So long as it has that, it has an actual structure.
And its marketing isn't desperate, whereas Doomsday's has been desperate from day one. That fucking chair stream. Look at all the famous people.
I can't wait to see the actual first official full-length trailer for Doomsday, because that'll give us a really, really good insight in terms of if the leaks are proper 100% true and what's going to happen and how it's going to look if they've actually invested CGI into this. Because if it's a CGI slop fest, then it's going to be bad.
Do you think the leaks are done by them? They're like edited versions of the movie, and we'll put the leaks out and see what people feel.
Well, I don't know, man. My history with leaks is they're fucking accurate, but the leaks don't even summarize how bad it is. They're always the end result is usually worse than their leaks. From season 8 to the Rise of Skywalker to usually the discussion is dead on, but then you see how they do it, and it's even fucking worse than you could imagine.
But the leaks are only accurate when it's dog shit. Like Game of Thrones, the last season got leaked and nobody believed it.
But this is the thing. They said, okay, Daenerys goes and burns down King's Landing. Oh, okay, I can see that. And then you watch it and you're like, no fucking way. How do we do the stupidest thing imaginable? Have her fucking burn innocent women and children rather than her enemy, and have the entire fan base scratching their head. It was one of those moments where I'm convinced you wanted to shock us at any cost. This makes no fucking sense.
You're like, nobody believed it because the Night King's here, the Night King's dead in the same fucking episodes. And you're like,
yeah, it's not even. I always looked at it as way more clinical than that, which bothered me even more. It wasn't just the Night King died. It was the supernatural elements of the show got surgically removed. The Night King, the Azor Ahai prophecy, the Red Woman, all that happened with one stab. I'm like, this was intentional. You wanted to move on to politics and other stuff. I'm like, you better nail this shit. And they didn't. They fucked it up again.
Sty Games for $2.79 Canadian. I see the future. I will be the last supper cat. We will see about that.
The last supper cat.
Missed Attack About It for $1.99. Also, Project Hail Mary is very good. Highly recommend. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I am looking forward to seeing that one, seeing what all the fuss is about. If you're wrong, I will hunt you down and kill you.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, actually, me too, because I'm actually going to go spend money in IMAX to go see that shit. So if I'm wasting 20 euros, you guys are going to hear from me for the whole fucking week.
Stephen De Leon, who's been a member for 23 months. Do you know why a ship floats and a rock cannot?
No, Galadriel does though.
Oh, I can't believe that's like the first dialogue in a $1 billion show.
Yes, it's the first one. And it had everyone like, what? Just questioning. What does that even mean? Like, what are you trying
to the fucking confusion?
It's worse when you have the rest of it. Like the rest of it is because it doesn't know which way is up, and he goes, "Oh, it must touch the dark to realize." You're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah, he could have just said "Good morning," and it would have been a way better conversation. It would have been much more natural. Like, "How was your day?" And like, they could have accomplished so much more with that scene. Instead, they confused us and showed us how pretentious and annoying the show's going to be from the very beginning.
Just shitty fan fiction writing, start to finish. But Villasippo, we'll go with that for €5. I remember my grandma telling me, I don't care what they tell you at school, Zendaya was black. Do LSD, LSD, LSD. And that's how I met your mother, Gigi.
Do LSD, LSD, LSD. Crazy chat. It's so fucking funny, man. I don't know how they put that in.
Sty Games for $6.99 Canadian. Fun fact from MCU behind the scenes book: Wonder Man was meant to be Nathan Fillion's character in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but Marvel kept saying no to James Gunn's requests. I had no idea.
I feel bad for Nathan Fillion. He keeps getting strung along and not given the role. Like, everyone wants him to play Nathan Drake, and then he got too old to play it. He never gets a Firefly sequel. He just keeps getting that. Now he's playing Guy Gardner. That's like the highlight.
What a waste.
He's such a good actor as well.
And he's super likable as well. Every role he's in.
Yeah. You know? Sly Games is paid to correct his own grammatical mistake, but thank you for doing that, saying, no, fuck my grammar today. Sly Games again, where read Buffy reboot scripts? I need a good laugh. You can just Google it. You can literally just Google Buffy reboot scripts. I think the first response will be a Reddit thread, which has a link to what I believe is that script. I think it's genuine as well. It doesn't seem like it's a fake. So
I'm reading now. Girl moves through the shadows, her sexy school uniform skit. You went, yeah, this is Hollywood.
Yep. Louis Palau for $1.99. What makes someone a true fan of IP?
It's a strange way to
they
phrase
attack people who obviously leeches.
I would say someone who has strict standards for certain aspects, like lore, rules, character traits, like all the people that hate Tom Holling's Spider-Man, they can call them true Spider-Man fans because the fundamental changes just they can't work with. They hate them.
Yeah. I mean, it's ultimately you just know more about the backstory, the canon, the continuity, and you care more to see it accurately and faithfully represented. You have paradoxically lower tolerance for shit media than people who say that they love everything.
Yeah, like Tywin back to Game of Thrones. It's just so easy for me to do references, but Tywin not having mutton chops, I can live with that. Tyrion not losing his nose, some bullshit. He should have chopped it. They should have chopped his nose off.
I don't know. The scar was close, and I don't think they needed that. The scar was okay. It would have been better to do the no nose thing, but then you'd have to CGI his face every single episode, and that would just be expensive.
Imagine him doing the speech that I've saved your fucking lives, cussing off all. Imagine that with no nose.
Yeah, but
imagine all those scenes.
He'd sound like he's
He wouldn't be
whistling.
nasally as long as he's not nasally. I don't want a nasally Tyrion, but there's certain things, like for example, Targaryens are supposed to have purple eyes. That bothers me all the time. Why wouldn't they just put that in?
Especially because they did do that, didn't they, for Night of the Seven Kingdoms with is it Valar? It's either Baelor had a contact lens in, or Valar did, because they have heterochromia.
Baelor did. The actor, his son is heterochromia. Yeah.
They should have did it from the very beginning. You should have saw it with Daenerys, and it would have been shocking to see like Rhaenyra, Daemon, and Viserys, and all the other Targaryens they introduced, and actually seeing it'll make them stand out more.
Which they are supposed to do. They are described as, well, fucking cousin. What's the line
Aliens.
from Aliens?
Incestuous aliens,
aliens. That's the one.
That's the fucking line of the season. I love it. It's his delivery too. It's so good.
Sty Games final supper cat is me. Not quite. It's not. Take a 610 for $5. By the way, my comment was based on a 45-second clip called "Kathleen Kennedy thinks George Lucas is dead" on the channel Jar Jar Abrams. Hilarious. I can believe that.
I've seen that. Yeah, they talk like he's died. Like, well, what would have George wanted out of this?
What would he?
You could just ask him. He's still there.
Him, bro. You have his number, you dumb bitch. What's wrong with her?
Sty Games, no. Final supper cat is me. Still not the answer. Virasippo for €2. Are you though?
That's my favorite.
Okay. Yes, are you?
Oh, that's funny.
Big T, uninspired, missed most of the live, but what did you think of actors for Blackbeard, Whitebeard, and Hancock? Oh yeah, that was from the last stream. If you did enjoy the extra money platoon.
Oh, well, there's the extra money for Platoon. And yeah, dude, I was waiting to see your name in the chat to tell you. So Blackbeard is going to be NT Ramarao Jr. He's one of the dudes from RRR. He's the brother that has the tiger. For Whitebeard, I chose Kevin Nash, which is the WWE guy. And for Boa Hancock, I hesitated, but I have a couple. So Anna de Armas, Kaylee Spenny. In an ideal world, it would have been prime Monica Bellucci. I think that she's born for the role, but she's too old now. The rest are Anne Hathaway, Jessica Alba, and finally, I think this one would be the most convincing, Alexandra Daddario. So yeah, those are the picks for Whitebeard, Blackbeard, and Boa Hancock for a live action. So yeah, man. But thank you again for the super chat, dude. I didn't forget. I was waiting to see your name in the chat.
You did. What we're going to do now, because we have to somehow work against our own chat on this show, is we're now going to go around and ask what everyone is doing, and then I can speed run through the remaining super chats, and we might be able to leave. Reaper, what are you up to these days?
I'm supposed to finish Fallout, I think. Still haven't done it.
Are you going to do it?
I am. I've done 6 and 7. I just need to do 8, but it's my biggest one, and I'm just going to release them in one bunch.
That's a plan.
So, yeah, and then Daredevil or something. I don't know. Fucking kill myself afterwards. Who knows?
Jedi Brooks, what's coming up for you?
I'm gonna do LSD. That's what's next up for me. That's on the bucket plan. I'm not entirely sure right this second. I don't want to announce it if it's not something I'm fully committed to making. So probably by next show, I have an idea of what I'm gonna be working on.
Yeah, fair enough.
Got some script cooking, but soon enough.
And uninspired, what's going on for you?
Still dealing with copyright problems with the Hulk video. Universal can suck my fucking dick, honestly. But yeah, man, they've claimed like 80% of the video, so it's crazy. But
so,
like,
the thing is,
everything is fair use, man. Everything is fair use.
It is, but they don't. You mean, so if you appeal it, you'd probably win in that case. But what will be triggering it is a maximum of 5 seconds. Has to be 5 seconds. Anything even 0.01 of a second over, and you fucked. And most of what it tells you in studio is an issue is not an issue. It will be 1 5-second clip. And if you get rid of that, all of the other problems will be solved.
But so, one problem though, even if you have you have it all chopped up, because I use even less than that. I'll go 2 to 4 seconds. I'm super thorough when it comes to that shit. But if you have a total percentage of the scene, it doesn't matter how much you chop it up. You might get to a point where you have to
total percentage of the scene, and it's also like if you use 5 seconds and then you use 5 seconds from a later part of the movie, but it's too soon after the previous 5 seconds of the movie, it will class it as one clip as well. So that's the fun I'm dealing with as well at the moment.
Yeah, you got.
It'll be out by this weekend. Hopefully, I'll get it sorted.
Cool. Yeah.
I always use 3 seconds and then like a 10-second gap from the next 3 seconds. So the next, that'll be about the closest I can do.
You can get away with just a frame if you're not using too much of the scene. But let's say you're showing a fight scene, it gets really difficult because if you want to talk about the choreography or whatever it is, you have to replay that scene. So you're adding so much of that one scene. You have to find creative ways to put an image that represents what you're talking about without it being from that particular scene. It's a fucking disaster. And we have YouTubers, we've been trained for this shit while people on Twitch are watching MasterChef and shit. It's just, insane.
It's been trained for it, and it still finds new ways of getting worse, which is why I haven't released anything for so long. But they've been unlisted for more than a week, so I figured, fuck it, I'm gonna just release stuff this week. So there's 2 Stranger Things videos are done. There's an Avatar 3 video which is done. There's something else which is nearly done. So 2 or 3 of those will be out between now and Sunday. Don't know what order yet, but in some order. So that's what's coming up for me. And now we have to
get the super chat.
Christ. Okay. Just having a little scroll down. Joey Bag of Donuts for $1.99. Have a great weekend, gents. A week even. Catch you on 100 Lock Balls. Yes, 100 is coming up.
What are we doing for that? Is it like a normal one, or are we going to do like?
What is this Brooks' trivia?
Can we just have this like on record? We've been planning this for like a month or 2 now. We're not fucking copying the EFAP on Saturday. I don't want to hear any of that shit from BSUP 100. Because as soon as that came up, I'm like, oh fuck, this better not be the same concept. But I was relieved that it was something totally different. But we're doing something trivia related.
Mola has been in the chat, so he was there to witness what you said. So
it's gonna be fucking awkward if people think we just ripped them off. But no, we've been planning. Like I made this thing ages ago. It's a speed fire trivia thing. This one's 13 minutes, and I'll probably come up with other ones that we can add to it. So basically, if it works, then I'll have the other ones as backups. But just a different option to be able to spice in for BSUP 100. It'll be fun. I've already tested it out with 2 friends.
It sounds good. So that'll be BSUP 100 probably next week, unless Cynic is busy doing other things again.
No. We'll track him down. Lasso.
Oh no, I didn't read that one. Sty Games, me is Suppercat final, except that he's not, because there's a fight. 10 euros from Villasibo. Somehow final Suppercat has returned. Sty Games, see, I'm still the final Suppercat. Joey Bag of Donuts, look at me, I am the last Suppercat now. Villasibo, I salute by 3 of them. Fuck. I'm the final Suppercat.
Trial by combat with these 2, man. Trial of 7.
What a girl, I can't resist the trend. Fuck you, you're a moderator. Do better, be responsible. Sty Games, the last Suppercat will continue to be me. Joy Bag of Donuts, welcome to BSUP After Dark. Yeah. The reason we stopped doing that is because it was taking too long and I need more time in my day. But no, we aren't getting that because we're still here.
And also the After Dark stuff, like I'm talking about killing Indians on this. Like
there's not much left after that. Victor Elstad in 1991 for $2. LSD, I want some. Love you guys. Well, you'll get plenty of that when June releases. Sty Games, lock balls over LSD. Also, final Suppercat is me. Sty Games is just fighting himself at this point. I will Suppercat the final Suppercat. And finally, I will supper last cat and lock last ball. And you have, because the end stream button is being hit. So, thank you all for joining. We'll be back for BSUP 100 next week. Fuck it. Final Suppercat for the win. No, shit, wrong button. We're off. No, we're done again. That's the one. We're going. Goodbye. Thank you. See you later.